sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Saturday morning, and as you know, no one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves. Join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review the events of the past week. As you know, no fantasy sports here. We keep it real. And you also need to remember, we kill brain cells, and as such, we just might be the purveyors of the zombie apocalypse. You have been warned. We are repetitive and redundant. We have no peers. We are the internet's ongoing traffic wreck, and we carry more water for sports than Depends does for seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm the Scorekeeper, and good morning to everyone who's already joining us. We see there's already quite a few people watching the program. Thank you across the network. We are on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and God knows wherever else. And what a great time right now. January 8th, 2022, and it is exciting. We're going to get going. If you're in the chat room, let us know who you are and where you hail from. And want to thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning. I want to remind everyone that The Professionals has been on for 2 months now on the first Monday of the month. And we were on just this past week, if you want to join us. The Big Dawg and Almighty were with me. We did a wonderful 1 hour program, which became 4 hours and a half. Woohoo! Sports Talk with the Guys. We discussed 3 major topics, which were real good. And if you want to go back and check it out, we're particularly proud of that episode, as well as everything that we do here on Sports Talk with the Guys. A quick look at the calendar. We have quite a bit of stuff going on. Of course, this is the final regular season week of the NFL. Week 18, it ends. Now, if Major League Baseball was still doing what they needed to do, the Major League Baseball arbitration deadline is January 14th, but there's no action from Major League Baseball. And on the 15th, we would have the opening of international signing season, but that's not going to happen. As we know, Major League Baseball playoffs start next week on the 16th with the wild card games. And on the 20th, which should still continue, even though there's a strike, the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame class will be announced. And in February, wow, February is going to be wild here on sports and Sports Talk with the Guys. The Winter Olympics is on February 4th. The NHL All-Star Game at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas will be on the 5th. On the 6th, NASCAR's Coliseum exhibition. The NFL Pro Bowl is at Allegiant Stadium. On the 13th, of course, we have the NFL Super Bowl right here in Southern California at SoFi Stadium, provided COVID plays nice, but it's not. On the 20th, the Winter Olympics closing ceremonies. NASCAR Daytona, opening day for NASCAR. The NBA All-Star Game in Cleveland on the 20th. And on the 22nd will be Transition Player NFL Franchise Tag. And, of course, Fontana for NASCAR. And IndyCar opens up St. Petersburg. So, wow, February is going to be wild. And that's what we have just right now going on. Here, right here in Pomona, California. Woohoo! The weather is 50. And I guess it rained overnight because there's a lot of water. I left the bag out with some documents I was going to chuck anyway, but I left the bag out, and he looks very, very wet. So, talking about the bag. So, good. It'll be a lot easier to recycle, I guess. But it is cloudy right now. We do have a 2% chance of rain at the moment, and it is going to hit a high of 61, and it's going to be an overnight low of 46. So, while I get to that in a moment, the man of the hour. The designed man of the hour. Almighty, good morning, young man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing, Scorekeeper?
I'm doing real well. I got to tell you, really excited. So, are you an artiste now?
What?
Are you an artiste now?
Sure.
Okay. It's so good. Hey, we got Tony Kanopka already in this morning. And yes, good morning. Thank you. He's at the Detroit Metro Airport, and we're boarding in about 45 minutes. I'm heading to Green Bay to get my car and drive it back here. January 1st, I drove my surveillance van. Ooh. And we already have some picks. I'll take KC and Dallas. Eagles should be resting their starters. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first official pick. So, out of our respect, because I had no other word, out of our respect, we're going to put Tony's picks in right now. Give me a quick moment. He chose Kansas City, and he's also going with Dallas. As you know, folks, he's giving us our picks now because we are going to go with them in about 54 minutes or so. So thank you, Tony. As soon as Big Dog joins us, he'll be giving us the standings. It is neck and neck. It's exciting, man. Everyone who's been playing with us all year. But I gotta say, I never thought I would be duking it out with Gridiron Girl. That's strange. But hey, I duked it out with her over at work, so I guess it would continue. So, are you gonna keep it there, Almighty? Are you gonna keep the
For a little while, I guess. Just something different, just to mix it up a little bit.
young man? It looks good. A lot of people don't know the different types of cuts that we men can have. A lot of people think that when you do the entire, where you have the mustache and the beard comes down to here, in Spanish, that is called el candado, which is like the lock. And if you think about it, yeah, I could see it. But that's in English, it's the Van Dyke, which is kind of cool. You have you have a mustache, and you have what some people would call a goatee because it's the goat's tea. Yeah. That if you had only that, that's a goatee. But then there's variations of the goatee where it comes down here, whatever. But it's really cool when you head into a barber shop. It's one of the things that they have on the wall. It's like, wow, there's like 40 different styles and different names.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've not all barbershops have that, but I walked into one, they have all these different cuts. I'm like, wow. But yeah, no one really uses the term Van Dyke. They always call it a goatee, no matter what. As long as it comes down on the chin and doesn't, and your sides are cut, it's like, oh, that's a goatee. No, there's different names for everything. But that's just the way it is.
We had to do a program on that. I think I am. I'm going to see if I can get a barber, because I have two clients that are barbers. One of them might be a medieval barber, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
And it'd be kind of cool to talk about the different types of shaves. But anyway, a lot of stuff we're going to get to, folks.
I mean, that is an idea, because why not? I mean, we talk about everything else under the sun. So, I mean, that could be something that you do or we do on a Monday night or something. Monday night in the barbershop. So,
Monday night in the barbershop. I like that. As a matter of fact, just before you joined me, I mentioned the program that we did on Monday night. I really enjoyed it. I joked that I said we did the professionals for an hour, which went on to 4.5. Good stuff.
Did.
I'm proud of
it. It did.
That was fun. Almighty. I did wake up tired on Tuesday, but
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was rougher for you, pal, because you're 4 hours ahead of me, man.
Yeah, I know, but we were on a roll. And I did go back to that segment that you guys did the Saturday before about that John Madden article.
Oh, yes.
By Professor Cancel Culture. And I mean, I remember seeing the title. That's why I didn't read it. Mm-hmm. But then that's why I sent that article about, there's a licensing fee for them to use the players' names and everything else. And in that article, I can't remember the name of it, but I know that you mentioned that he called that the black players were being dehumanized and plantation. And then these licensing agreements have been going on for 25 years at least. And the players are splitting $500 million in the latest one that they did last year. So that is nowhere near dehumanizing and plantation if you're splitting that kind of money with the players alone. So, I mean, it's too bad I wasn't on that show because I could have debunked that just like that because these agreements have been going on forever. And I don't know why nobody else was dehumanized or plantationed of other cultures in the NFL. It was just the black players. He didn't mention like the Latino players or the Asian players or anybody else. It was just the blacks. But it was a piece of crap. That's why I did. I mean, when I read right after I listened to it, why is this guy trying to cancel John Madden? Because this was just he called it a research paper, but it was just an opinion. It's just his opinion about how he thought the players were being treated in the Madden NFL, or the EA Sports Madden NFL game that's been around for decades. But anyway, I had to make the point that these players do get paid, and they do split a licensing agreement. So there's nothing he was saying that made any sense. And it's baseless as far as I'm concerned. That's why I didn't read it. And I know that I didn't want to go looking for it again. I didn't know if you still have it, if you want to refresh anybody. But I wanted to debunk that as fast as I could after I heard you and Big Dog. I think Speedy was there too, talking about this. And I said, wait a minute. What the hell is that all about? But anyway, that's what I want to say, that these players do get do get paid from this game, and they have been for decades. So whatever he was chatting, I don't know why right after his death he wanted to try and cancel him, but that's what my opinion of the paper was, that he was just trying to stir up some shit and cancel John Madden for some reason.
I acknowledge that the gentleman that wrote the article is genuinely educated. I readily acknowledge.
I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying this paper was not researched at all.
You know, Almighty, in your life, and thinking of what we do on the internet, has there ever been a moment where you've said something or maybe even piled on the bandwagon, and then you kind of like look back and say, okay, maybe I shouldn't have, or yeah, I was wrong or whatever, and maybe you want to reconsider? Have you ever had that moment in your life?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure everybody has. But we're talking about someone who says, he's educated. It's called it a research paper. He didn't, that's a lot. I mean, I can say, yeah, oh my God, I should have kept my mouth shut, but he just went, I guess he attacked John Madden with these false accusations. And plus using words like those hateful words that he used, like dehumanization and plantation, is like, wait a minute. And it's not like these players are not getting paid to play the game either. You got to realize when EA Sports first started, or when the John Madden game first came out for the Genesis, the players were all white. Because they were all white.
I remember that game.
So this was back in '88, and I don't know how long they were all white, but eventually EA Sports hired a black game designer, and he decided he wanted to add black players of color to the game.
Yeah.
Because when he played the game as a kid, he felt that he was not inclusive because they were all white. So this is like the KKK version of Madden NFL. So he added, that's when the players, so it has developed from when it first. I can see them being all white with the memory that they had, but
right, and that's what it was. Genuinely, it was graphic issues.
And plus, they couldn't use NFL player names. They had to use like some kind of weird names because they didn't have the rights to the players at the time. But anyway, as time went on, then they added players of color, and then it went off. But there was. So you got the black designer adding black players, so that takes care of any kind of whatever he's talking about, because it was a black player that actually added a black employee that added black players. So there goes any kind of racial BS that he was trying to spread, in my opinion.
Almighty, I appreciate it, and I'm kind of chuckling and laughing because I was trying to come back around to it. And you got my thunder in your response, and it was absolutely beautiful.
What do you mean?
I was going to say, are there ever anything that you kind of regret, And I was going to
yeah.
deliver the joke of last week's conversation about that. Yeah, I don't regret it. I don't regret it one bit. I think we were right on this one, and I appreciate that you added that flavor and that knowledge to it, because I really don't get it. And Madden, which we briefly talked about and we mentioned, and first of all, thank you for going back to listen to that. What Madden was famous for in the color commentating was he brought attention to those secondary players. And folks, don't look down on me for listen to what I'm saying. We're talking about the linesmen, the special teams. He brought them to the fore. And it went really against what that guy was writing. And
Exactly.
I understand he was translating Johnson getting Charles. Boom! Hit him. He got him. And it's just, it became violence because we talked about the GTA. I think Big Dog may have mentioned the GTA thing.
Yeah, he did.
And
I remember. I remember that from that segment that I watched. I mean, I didn't remember some of it, or all of it. But hey, hello, Perro Grande.
Oh, good morning, Big Dog.
Good morning.
Want to thank
Well,
you.
at least I didn't say Perra Grande.
Who is that sexy person impersonating Almighty?
Oh my gosh!
He's gonna be challenging
Mr. Van Dyke.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
Mr. Van
challenging.
Dyke.
He's gonna be challenging Stud Muffin pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no kidding. And actually, I missed that up. It was a joke. Go ahead, Big Dog.
Because I've been listening to you since the beginning.
Thank you.
But when you said, I wish, oh man, I was kicking myself saying I wish I was on. Because when you said there's many cuts, me and my smart ass, I thought there was only two, circumcised, uncircumcised.
Oh,
but I was like, damn it, I'm not on.
Oh man, I guess we should have. Oh, yeah, that would have been an interesting. Who knows where the conversation would have went?
He would have went there, yeah.
Because that would have been one of those things where we just stray off.
Who
knows where we
Sports Talk with the guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday, folks. For the glorious morning.
It looks good, though, Almighty.
I love it.
Really good. I like it. I like that.
Well, thank you, Perro Grande.
We're getting a lot of love.
That's my Spanish phrase for the day.
I like it.
I'm slowly learning. I just learn these small phrases so I can sound like I fit in.
You definitely fit in. But folks, it did annoy us and it did unnerve us that had happened. And I'm not sure which one of us commented, but I guess just in ending this subject, it's obvious that we're all on the same page. The professor who has a doctorate, I just think he got it wrong on this one, flat out. I acknowledge, again, his education, his perseverance and stuff, but doctor, I really believe you got it wrong. And Twitter can kill you in a moment. Even though Twitter's fake, this is one that I really believe you deserved, because the man had just passed away and you had a strike at that moment. Ugh.
Yeah, and it wasn't a research paper. It was more of, to me, it was some guy that was just some kind of council culture nut trying to get a word in about John Madden since he was in the news at the time. That's me.
Yeah, I think he's just mad because he was always the last one picked.
Oh, did you say that? Did you say that when we talked about it?
I don't think I said. I might have. Who knows? But
it sounds a bit familiar.
Yeah, he seems, the way that was written, and in listening to Almighty before I got on, this guy. Yeah, we don't need to rehash it again. I mean,
I was thinking that he never beat anybody in Madden football. He didn't know how to beat anybody. He never won, so he was taking his anger out.
Then that means I should be a doctor at some no-name college in Dallas.
But anyway, to stop beating on this whatever
dead horse.
It's called, dead horse cult. But I just wanted to make sure that people knew that players were actually getting paid or getting money from these efforts. They just can't. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that this guy was full of shit.
And I thank you for going back to listen in. I did mention it to you about that, and you did go back to listen. I thank you, sir. I'm sorry you had to suffer through that. But
Morning, Aisha.
yeah, I thank you. Yes, good morning, Aisha. We do appreciate the like, Aisha. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good
Once again,
morning.
folks, in about 39 minutes, we're going to get to our picks. Though Tony did mention that he's traveling this morning,
I
so
saw
he
that.
already got in the Saturday pick. So
You want the standings?
Big Dog.
All right. So this is it. It's pretty much a two-man race, so to speak, between Gridiron Girl and Scorekeeper. I'm on the way on the outside, trying to make up some pace, but I don't think I'll be able to do it. But anyways, here it is, guys. As of this morning, Scorekeeper is in the lead with a 155 and 81 record, 65.7%. Gridiron Girl is in second place with the 156 and 82 record, 65.5%. 2%, 2/10 of a percentage point behind. I'm third at 64.4. Then it's Tony he's had 2 or 3 straight fabulous weeks that he's really catapulted. So now he's in fourth place at 63.9. Then it's Almighty at 62.8. Aisha at 62.1. Dreem did not have any picks last week, so he stayed the same, but he is at 57 point. Excuse me, he's just a flat 57%. And then it's Speedy at 53.6%, and hopefully Roz has a same week that she had last week, and I think she'll finish at 500. But as of right now, she's 111 and 117, 48.7%. And when I do the final tallies, I will put everyone who has played the game all season. Those will be at the bottom. I won't put them in the standings because they've only have 12 or 14 picks total, and I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, what is the minimum on that? I mean, wins and losses. I mean, I know Tony's ahead of me, but he doesn't have the same amount of games. Not the wine. I just don't. I don't care. I shouldn't have brought that up. But
No, that's fine.
We implied that every week we did the picks, so we missed week one.
We did,
and we're going to change that for next year. We're going to tighten it up, but it's going to be week one, and you have to have, as we said, you got to pick all the games. We kind of let Thursday go, but we really tightened it up this year.
No, so I just want to let's let me congratulate Tony for having a great season. I mean, I don't know why I brought that up. I should.
No, I agree.
It's competition, man.
I would.
Yeah, but I don't want to sound like
I would say
so competitive that I'll whine about the littlest thing, which I have done in the past.
Wait, yeah, this is Sports Talk with the guys. Remember where you are.
I would say 100 game minimum Scorekeeper, or would you want higher than that?
Well, we'll have to do it again, but look, there's.
I mean, I know it's just a friendly thing, so I should not.
There's 16 games. If we forgive Thursdays, which we did, and you get a miss, there's 14 games times. Basically, there's 17 games, so 14 times 16. That should be the minimum, and give or take 14 times 16. It's actually 224. That's crazy.
But but yet you're not counting in bye weeks where teams didn't play either. You're doing the whole thing of all teams playing every week.
Okay, but Scorekeeper, do me a favor. Add this up. What is 156 and 82?
238.
That's you guys. So if you want 224. Only like 4 of us are going to qualify.
Okay, well, I was just saying that a majority. We'll change it, guys. Then it's not fair. I just arbitrarily did the math. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I opened up a can of worms I shouldn't have.
Oh no, not at all.
It's cool. It's cool because I
don't even know the guy, and I'm jumping up there. Hey, should he be ahead of me like that? I just want to, I don't have no ill will against Tony. I like his picks, and I like the way he has the balls to actually put a score to it.
Yeah, he does.
Woo! Every time I try to do that, I'm way off. So I just
But I will say everybody last week though had a pretty incredible week. Scorekeeper and Almighty. No, Scorekeeper was 14-2.
yeah. I don't know how
Gridiron
that-
Girl was 13-3. I was
Yep.
13-2. Tony was 13-3. Almighty
Yep.
was 12-4.
Right.
Aisha was 14-2. And Speedy was 10-6. And Roz was 12-4.
Wow.
I've noticed the trend. Okay, I don't know if I've told you guys, but when we've been doing the picks over the years, our numbers just, they go down just because you get lucky early on, whatever, and it gets tougher. Over the years, I've noticed that our percentages would always go down.
Yes,
This
you
is
did.
a
Aisha.
rarity. Yes, she did. This
I'll
is a
update
rarity
later.
that all of our numbers have gone up near the end of the season. We've had some damn good weeks near the end, folks. And it's fun.
There in the middle when they had those upsets, we were sucking.
Oh,
ass. Man, we were like, what? And
but you know what was funny? We all took a bath on those.
Yeah, because they were like, what the? It didn't make for 2 weeks. The NFL didn't make any sense.
And this week,
it's like we were in the twilight zone of the NFL. So
and this week 18 has a chance for that to happen again because teams aren't really playing for anything. We can't really gauge or who's going to play. Teams are already
I
in.
think a few teams are still playing for a top spot.
Yeah,
in the NFC, right?
Yeah, I have an article on that. It'll give the breakdown. But what I'm saying is, the 2-0 teams, they may be giving all their rookies a chance tonight or today or tomorrow, to see how they go. So, Dallas, who's already in, and Dak has known to be fragile. Will he play a whole game? Will he even play? They made the big announcement about Aaron Rodgers, that Aaron Rodgers will play today. But how long? We don't know. So a lot of us are
that's true. They want to keep him. I mean, they're going to get a bye, so he has to. They probably want to keep him somewhat warm, but he probably won't play. He won't play at all in the second half. That's for sure.
Yeah. So like with us, that we're saying, okay, well, yeah, Green Bay should be beating, New York. I don't even remember who they're playing, But if Rodgers and all the starters or the defense sits down, it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. But isn't is Cousins still
out? No, I think he's back now.
Okay.
From COVID.
And we don't know how good the backup quarterback for Green Bay is really. But he'll be playing with other second stringers too, so who knows? Yeah. So this will actually be like a preseason game for some of these players for the Packers, even though it'll be a real game.
Yeah, and then when because he didn't do too well, remember? When the Packers lost Rodgers for that week.
Yeah.
With COVID. So, and they got their asses handed to them. But I think it was a big game. I think it was the Chiefs, or I forgot who it was that they were playing. And, they got their asses handed to them.
Big Dog,
please. Yes, sir.
We're going to get a strike handed to them. You have to watch your language, okay?
I'm sorry.
You cannot use the phrase handed to them. There are some racial overtones with that. You need to be very careful. So I don't want any strikes against us.
I apologize, Almighty. They got their fucking asses shoved.
Why? I haven't heard that, Roger. Why is that such a thing?
Big Dog, please enlighten him. You missed it. What he just said right after that.
He's being facetious because I said asses. So he picks up a different word and says I can't say that word. So then I always come back with a cuss word, even worse.
Okay.
So I kind of set him up for that. It's just a routine that we have.
Okay. Never mind.
So to rephrase that, the Packers got their fucking asses fisted.
Okay, I see what happened there. All right. You want to take it up a notch there, Roger. I got it.
I don't swear, but I set up everyone else to swear.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
ladies and gentlemen, we did get offhand. I did set them up, and I do apologize. But very quickly, I do want to get back to a few items as we're at the 30-minute mark already. Today in history on January 8th. Today's a big deal that a lot of people really don't know. That in NCAA history, on January 8th, they actually voted to grant freshmen eligibility for football and basketball. I posted that article in the chat room, and it happened back in 1972. I'm going to post it also in the private link for my wonderful and glorious co-host right here. If they want to take a look at it. That article is from history.com. It's kind of an interesting look. This is fairly recent, folks, the 1970s, and that freshmen couldn't play. Something that we take for granted now.
Yep.
It's kind of interesting, and
sometimes being a freshman, that's their only career. That's their whole college career. In basketball mainly.
Yeah.
You know,
they do talk about basketball and football in the article. Big Dog, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of records that they talk about, that have been getting broken lately, had that freshman eligibility been happening throughout college, in the 50s and 60s. A lot of those names would still be there or be untouchable. A lot of people talk about Kareem, then Llewellyn Cinder, and all the points that he scored in just those 3 years. That he held the record for the longest time. Imagine having that, that 4th year, and of course, remember too, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then, as I said, Llewellyn Cinder. They actually banned the dunk because of him. Where you talk to millennials now, they would never even be able to fathom the fact that you could not dunk a ball in a game. That would be they'd be calling bullshit left and right, saying, "Oh no, that would never happen." And for at least 4 or 5 years, because of Kareem and how much of a better athlete he was than everyone else in college, they actually banned him. And little did they know that actually finessed his skyhook even more.
It's interesting when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is mentioned in this article, and it's really interesting to note that, as per this, for years, decades, administrators and coaches felt freshmen did not have the ability to play varsity. And yet it's mentioned what Abdul-Jabbar did when they beat up the varsity team.
Who were the defending NCAA champions.
Yes. Folks, there's some tidbits. There's nuggets in that story, and it's really worth it. And I rail against history.com often. And I personally rail. I have written them over and over. My personal anguish is the 9/11 narrative on history.com. Folks, I don't know how difficult it is. The timeline is set. The commission did it. Everyone has it. And I'm sorry, history.com, but you guys are effing boneheads to the timeline. You say that this plane hit at this time, which is like 10 minutes off. I know that's really unimportant to some people, but it is something that needs to be crystallized. And I don't think they have fixed it yet. I write them over and over, and I tell them, you guys are stupid. Get it right. You guys are history.com. And
that's what I was going to say. You're history.com. You should be able to get shit right.
And it annoys me. But
I still think they throw in their own opinion like everybody else. I mean, they don't. But anyway, this isn't history talk with the guys. This is. But I understand your frustration because I see this stuff too, and it's like, what? But anyway, let's go. Let's move on.
It's good stuff. Check it out. The article was posted, and it's really, really good. So we're going to get to it. Folks, I am most proud of, forgive me, I am going to bark on this one because I felt it was going to happen, it felt like it. Roethlisberger pulled it off. I had a feeling. When you look at his numbers, though, they're painful on the game that they won. But, wow, it symbolizes what he was. Grit, staying in there. And if this is the last game at Pittsburgh, it is a worthy game to remember him by. I'm not necessarily a Pittsburgh fan or even a Roethlisberger, but folks, it was really fun watching it. I had to watch it in replay, but I still enjoyed it, even knowing what was going to happen, and it was really, really good. Now, Aisha comments. I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, yes. They
Yeah.
just dropped think is right, not what is right. Oh, yeah.
Do want to mention, since you were doing this dates in history, sports history,
Please.
yesterday was the 50th anniversary of the day that the Lakers won their 33rd straight game. It happened back in '72, of course, and that is a record I don't think is going to be broken. Although Houston came damn close a couple of years ago, but I think that's one of those records that won't be broken anytime soon.
What did they do? Play the Cavs 33 times straight? I don't.
They just beat everyone under the
Yeah,
sun.
I'm just making a joke,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's quite an achievement. I mean,
yeah.
was it to stop at 33 or did it go on
No,
further?
33 was
Okay,
was
that's the
it.
that's the that's the that's the
That's the
that
benchmark. Yeah.
that's the benchmark. Okay, I
And
understand.
when they were going to for win number 34, they flew into Milwaukee against a certain person named Lou Alcindor, who had them. They broke the record. They snapped the winning streak on that one.
Okay, all right, all right.
Folks, I want to tell you that one of the
Tell
bigger
us.
stories that I'm really annoyed by, and I'm disappointed.
Oh no,
I am no one to him, but whenever you email this reporter,
Stephen A. Smith.
he responds, and he responds because he read your commentary. And I learned this years ago, and it didn't matter where he was, what he was doing. The man takes the time to comment. Sometimes he'll just say, "I really don't have an opinion on that," but he read it and he acknowledges your thoughts. And I'm genuinely disappointed that the Major League Baseball Network has jettisoned veteran reporter Ken Rosenthal. As you know, in 2019, he, through the Atlantic, are the ones that broke the story of the Houston A-holes. And he was also given a de facto 2-month suspension when he was taken off air when he criticized Manfred. But now Major League Baseball has said, yeah, you know what? Goodbye. I guess they didn't like it because the man reported on what was in front of him, and he reported it with the vigor and intelligence that annoyed and pissed off quite a few people. Ken, I'm so sorry that we're not going to see you on those telecasts anymore for the Major League Baseball channel. I'm going to miss you, but you're at the Atlantic still writing good stuff, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do when that muzzle is off. Not that it stopped you before, Ken, obviously, because baseball did this to you a few times. I look forward to what you're going to find in the future, and like I said, I'm disappointed that your sideline and dugout reporting for the Major League Baseball channel and Major League Baseball is going to be no more. I believe he's going to stay with Fox Sports.
I was about to
And
say he'll end up. I was going to say either Fox or ESPN.
well, he is with Fox Sports, and you can see him regularly. And the guy covers other sports. That's another thing, maybe a little bit of jealousy, is that he's good in quite a bit of stuff. But he has a fervor, and it's obviously he know. It's obvious he knows what he's talking about. And Ken, I hope you come back, and I want to hear your comments once all this clears up. I'm not kidding, guys. You can catch him on Twitter. You can email him wherever he's at, and he responds. He's a good guy. He is intellectually honest, and I don't say that about just anyone. And I think baseball effed up.
No, that doesn't happen.
Well,
No, it doesn't. I don't know if you gentlemen also heard very quickly in the minor leagues the sale of the Iowa Cubs minor league team. Did you guys hear about that?
Oh yeah,
no.
it was major news. It was breaking news on ESPN.
The departing owners of the Iowa Cubs sold the team for a lot of money. And what they did is, to announce it, they got the entire team together. There was about 22, 23 regular employees that had been with them for about 22, 23 years. So I guess they had an employee per year. And what they did is it was family owned, but there were not only family, there were a few others. All the owners got together and said, "Hey, look, we made a F ton of money on this, and we did it because of everyone." And apparently, they all agreed upon it. They got everyone together, even the interns. And what they did is they gave every employee a share of the sale. They
Okay.
gave them $2,000 per year of service.
Wow.
Oh my!
Wow! Yeah. And there was someone that walked away with $70,000 because they'd been there for a while.
That is
That's
unheard
great.
of.
That's great.
It's great, but it's like it's like something you see in a Lifetime movie or something.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna share all this money with you. Or usually it's like, we made a shit ton of money. Goodbye. We'll lock the
Yeah.
doors. You can't come back in. But yeah, that is a good story though, Raj. I like it.
It's in the USA Today. It happened on earlier this week, on or about the 4th and the 5th when it was announced, and it is a good story, folks. And it's really neat. They gave $2,000, and if you had even been there less than a year, you still got $2,000, and it's really neat. And some of the people that were called to the meeting, they're like, okay, something happened. And then they kind of noticed the attitude that the owners had, and they're like, oh, okay, something's up. But they kind of like, okay, this might be good. And it turned out to be absolutely awesome. It was called a fantastic gesture, no matter what business you're in. But to be in minor league baseball with a lot of long days, a lot of long hours, and a lot of hard work, it was really nice and appreciated, said Scott Saylor, the team's former director of communications. It's a good article. It's really neat, and I like it.
No one really knows how hard it is to run a minor league team and try to get fans to come in. That's why there's always promotions going on.
Yeah.
And that's why they have to spend all those hours in there trying to get people to come in so they can stay alive. But after that, Roger, did a big corporation buy this team then, or was it another private owner? Or don't they say?
That's a good question. I think I believe they did mention the owner as to who bought them. I think it was an ownership group as well. So I really don't recall. But it was probably mentioned tangentially only. The story was these owners
Well, yeah,
doing it.
I get
Yeah.
that, but sometimes they do have one sentence that says at least one reference to them. And I don't know, maybe hopefully some of those
Oh, yes.
employees will be retained.
Yeah. Diamond Baseball Holdings, a subsidiary of Endeavor, the global sports and entertainment company, purchased them. So
Okay, so it's a big...
the sale was finalized December 28th, but before it was, Gartner came up with the idea to reward all the staff. He pitched the idea to Bernabe, who loved it, and the other owners in the group did as well. Said none of us gave it a second thought. Quote, those people really, really could use the money. They've got mortgages, they've got little kids. Some of them probably have college debt and car payments. It helps them over humps. So
I would
yeah.
say. But like I said, I hope that the big corporation retains these people that have experience and not bring in all these other corporate people that are going to screw it up.
I don't know if I've taken... Go ahead, Big Dog.
No, I was just going to ask, were they an independent team? Were they AA, single A, triple A?
It was the Cubs, Iowa, so I believe they are a part of the Cubs farm team. The Iowa Cubs.
Are there any more independent teams left?
Oh, independent leagues? Yes, with independent.
Okay.
And also a lot of... Okay, I'm generalizing. I assume there are. In minor leagues, it can still happen. I know locally, Big Dog and I knew that the Brett brothers, as in George, and I forget the other brother, they own several minor league teams that they opened the field in Adelanto. And I went out there a year after it was opened. It's way up there, kind of like a slight slant northwest Victorville. It's out in the desert.
It's off to 395, right?
Yes, it was a nice stadium. Now it's a motocross, dump truck stuff, whatever. There is no minor league team there anymore, but it was a nice stadium out in the desert. But the Brett brothers own that one, and I believe a few others. So I have to believe there are still some individual ownerships. But the other team I like to visit, the 66ers for Route 66, out there in the Inland Empire, they're owned. I believe they're owned by formerly the San Manuel Casino, which now has changed name. They've gone to their native name. And yeah, there it is. Yeah, I didn't know that. Or at least I didn't remember it. And let me tell you, the stuff that they give away, the stuff that they do. We left a game, folks. I forget when it was during the week. And there's like 3 gates. It's a small stadium. And the general manager was at another, and he was there. And as people were walking out, join us tomorrow. Here are free tickets. Just because we were there that day, they gave us good seats to the very next game. That was neat, man. And they were just passing them out to everyone. They're like, come on over and join us again tomorrow. And it was fun. I like the 66ers. I think the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are a tad elitist. They're a little more expensive because they're the Dodger farmhands.
Yeah, I was going to say, weren't the 66ers, weren't they?
Angels.
Yeah, the Angels, right? Or they still are?
Yes, they still are. The Lake Elsinore Storm, which are down the 15, kind of think between Big Dog and San Diego, Riverside and San Diego, but closer to him than San Diego. Lake Elsinore, they're the Lake Elsinore Storm. They're the Padres single A team.
Okay.
I was hoping to get there.
That's where I got my first shot.
Lake Elsinore?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Why? It was a nice drive. It was right in the stadium.
Oh, wow. Hey, funny how those cathedrals eventually came out to start helping people. But it's good, folks. We've already covered a few stories. I don't know where Almighty and Big Dog want to take us for the next few minutes. I'm going to start setting up the games for the 7 a.m. pick. And what do you guys want to talk about next, gentlemen?
Well, I have an Antonio Brown story, if you want to listen to that real quick.
That's been getting really interesting.
So, you probably saw this one from CBS or anywhere that Antonio Brown questions Tom Brady's friendship following his release from the Buccaneers. So, Antonio Brown has tarnished his legacy, and it appears that he is looking to stain his relationship with quarterback Tom Brady as well. Brown went after his former quarterback a day after he was formally released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brown was cut loose after exiting the field during the Buccaneers' Week 17 win over the Jets, yada, yada, yada. And then it goes on to say that if that is quoting Ontario Brown right now, if Tom Brady is my boy, why am I not playing on a honey salary? Brown said on the Full Send podcast on Friday. You my boy, though, right? Robert Gronkowski's his boy, right? How much he getting paid? So why is AB on the prove it deal? So, and Brown said he had a superficial relationship with Brady that was based on what he could do on the field to help the Buccaneers win games. Brown's comments about Brady on Friday were a stark contrast to what he said immediately following last February's win over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And also Brady famously lobbied for the Buccaneers to sign Brown, despite Brown's off-field issues that led to him serving an 8-game suspension at the start of the 2020 season. So, according to that, Brown has now turned on his last friend.
So Brown is mad because they weren't buddy and only had a professional relationship. I
Well,
mean,
it sounds like he's also mad that he wasn't getting paid big bucks. And he was playing on a. I think what he was saying there when he was saying that Tom Brady's that he was that Tom
yeah,
Brady's his boy is that, well, then why is he on the Prove It deal and not being paid like Rob Gronkowski? I guess, but I'm just saying that he's making that. Why is like he's blaming Brady for not getting a sweeter deal? Maybe, I don't know.
yeah. It sounds like sour grapes. I mean, he
Well,
can't.
yeah, but still, he
Yeah, but I mean, you can't compare the relationship that he has with Antonio Brown that he's not really known or played with versus the guy that helped him get what 5 of those 7 rings. You
yeah,
know
and also
that.
got him on the team to play football again. I mean, this
Yeah,
is. I don't care if it's superficial. So what? You're still playing in the NFL again, at which you would probably wouldn't have been, and you got another Super Bowl. So what the
yep,
So now you're throwing Tom Brady under the bus. And I did see an article. I mean, I think it's old, but it finally got to the forefront where there's a player like you mentioned last week, Big Dog, thinks he has CTE. And I think
yeah,
that finally made it all the way to the Fox. Like Fox News is something big, but at least it made it to upstream a little bit. So we don't
yeah,
know. But still, that article, like I said, he turned up right away,
yeah,
and Brady was still championing him before. That's like Brady turned on him saying we got to get him some help. But I don't know. This is a weird time for Antonio Brown and the Buccaneers. So they did finally release him. What, yesterday? They
yeah.
finally released him.
Yesterday or day before yesterday, and of course, the other thing that came out was Antonio Brown saying that Bruce Arians knew he was injured,
Oh
and
yeah, I read that too. I forgot to put. I have
yeah,
that somewhere.
and in fact, he has a broken bone and a torn ligament in his ankle that's going to require surgery.
So that is a
So
fact.
yeah, that's a fact. And
Okay.
he also showed screenshots of his from his phone that he put he I guess he put it up on his Twitter account that shows the interaction between him and Arians, saying, "Hey, coach, I'll be ready to go as best as possible. We'll see." I'm kind of paraphrasing to see how my ankle holds up. And Arian answers back, "Oh, sounds great. Glad to hear that. Yeah, try and be on your best game because we're gonna need you on the field." So the text was sent. He acknowledged it, and there was a little more interaction. And as we know, according to Brown, Arians wanted him to go in. He just said, I can't go. My ankle's bothering me. And he had only played a few. I
Not
think he'd only
much.
played very few minutes in that game. Although I guess the injury came the game before, because I know the game before he played a full game. It had actually an outstanding game in
Okay.
week 16.
So it
So
happened the
weeks,
week before.
yeah, I think so. Because week 17 he didn't play very well. Excuse me, he didn't play hardly at all. And I guess Aaron's wanted him in. He's like, I can't go. My ankles, it hurts too
Right,
much.
against the Jets. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So, and of course, Arians denying, saying that that's never happened and he didn't know about any injury. And like I said, they showed the screenshots of the interaction between him and Arians, and there's also a picture of his fucked up foot. he's got like a catcher's foot, because I guess
so
the way
he
they
took a picture of his foot and put it on
on Twitter.
Twitter.
So and
Okay.
it looks beat up. You can see a big lump on one side,
Okay.
and it looks like they're in the trainer's room.
Okay. And okay,
So
go. Okay,
yes,
Roger.
scorekeeper.
Teacher. Question. Was that image when he burned his feet when he was with the Raiders? Remember that? He
I
froze
remember
them.
that. I mean,
I'm just curious.
I have no idea. I mean, it's a
Okay.
picture of his foot, and like I said, you could tell it looked like it had an injury. It didn't look burned.
It just looked like it was been out of shape.
Yeah.
And like Brown right now. So
Yeah, sorry.
but he did show an actual text between the conversation
Yes.
with
Yes.
so slowly things are starting to come out. Even though I like Roger's comment that when he was saying that Antonio Brown finally speaks out, like, what do you mean? He's always speaking out.
Yeah.
I like that. That was funny because that's what I always see. Because like something happens and then 2 days later he finally speaks up. It's been 2 days. I mean, what? Like it's been 2 years. But that's for anybody that finally talks. They don't talk 2 minutes after something. Well, 2 days he's finally speaking. It's like, but anyway, I liked your comment.
It was a lame article. He breaks his silence. My dude, when has he ever been silent?
But that's a common headline for any play or anyone, even whatever you're into. That if you speak out 2 days or a day later, it's always phrased that way, like you've been hiding a secret for decades. It's like, what? But it's how they get your attention and becomes clickbait. But anyway,
it worked for me.
but yeah, Big Dog, that's great information about Brown, and that's kind of putting a little more frame around what was going on. I don't know if it still excuses him for stripping and running off the field.
Okay,
he should have. I mean, I guess the best thing he should have done went to that medical tent maybe and told someone.
Here we go. What I thought it was weird because it says it's an iMessage, so he's on iPhone. It says new iMessage. It says to Bruce Arians, dated December 30th at 5:14 p.m. And he says, "This is BA. Make sure you're ready to go. This is BA. Make sure you're ready to go tomorrow. We are not resting for the playoffs. Call me." And then the other one says, I guess that was Arians to him. And then he answers back, "I'm all in, coach. Really can't get to full speed. I want to win, want to be there if I wake up tomorrow and feel better. I'll be ready, kind of rolled it outside on the 2-point play. I want what's best for the team. I'm like, when you're free, let me know when you're free, I'll call you." And then Arian answers back, "Come see me in the morning. We'll talk it out. Definitely want you with us in case you're ready." And I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can angle this right.
Probably not.
There we go.
I see a picture of some guy, but not.
Yeah.
It's foot. I see the picture of the foot. Oh,
so I don't know if that's a training room or that's his personal assistant or what. But that's on and this is off of his personal Twitter account.
Does look messed up, but
yeah.
Can you check and see what the date is on that picture? Because sometimes the meta information is available, but
the date, all it says on there is.
I'm talking about sometimes the picture's metadata is on there, and you can see when it was taken, but I could be wrong.
It's just off. Like I said, this is off of his Twitter, but it says that
it's a screenshot, so it probably wouldn't work.
Okay, I was curious.
It says.
Trying to hack his account and find out what's going on.
Yeah, when it said this is BA, so that was Bruce Arians at 5:14. Then at 12:29, he says, "Call me," and then the picture was at 2:14, and that's when he says he's all in. So this was an exchange back and forth over like 2.5, 3 hours.
Teacher. Okay,
yes, sir.
You were reading. I need to clarify what I mouthed. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even.
We do not condone illegal action, so we are not part of anything. So if you break into his account, that's your thing. We're not.
I'm just joking. Sometimes you can, but anyway, sometimes it just pops up if you click on it right or something. But anyway,
yeah, you're right. It does from time to time.
I'm just saying, if it's from the time when he was with the Raiders, then we know that was the burnt foot.
Big Dog was looking down when I said that.
Or the foot that he burnt with the George Foreman grill.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the
no, God. That's a reference to The Office. Don't.
Oh, okay.
Steve Carroll burned his foot on a
George Foreman grill.
Yeah, because he's trying to keep it. Anyway, it's on an episode, and that's why I thought some people get it and some people won't.
And on a side tangent to that, it actually, I mean, if you believe the person telling the story, the George Foreman grill could actually have been called the Hulk Hogan grill, but that's a whole nother story we'll talk about later.
And we will shortly.
I should have. They still could have had a Hulk Hogan grill. I would have been that way you can choose.
No. He said after George Foreman got it, that they said, well, that's exactly what they told him. We could do that. And Hogan's like, no, look how many millions he's already selling. It's gonna look like I'm trying to rip him off. And I'm thinking, well,
No,
yeah,
I see. But that's never stopped anybody before.
exactly.
What country is he living in? Is he in Russia?
He's living in the country of Hulkamania.
That's right.
That's funny.
Married to just real quick. I'm sorry. Married to I'm not sure he remarried or not, but his significant other. Have you seen her, Almighty? The significant other?
Well, who?
Hogan.
No, is it Cyndi Lauper again?
No.
Oh.
His significant other is I'm saying the literal spitting image of his daughter.
What?
You put them side by side, and she looks like she is a slightly older version of her daughter. Of
his daughter?
Of Brooke Hogan, yes. She looks exactly like Brooke.
I don't want to hear this story.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Hogan, Trump.
I go back to that picture of him putting suntan lotion on her inner thigh, and I was like,
yeah, all right.
No.
Yeah, wait a minute, I'm going to therapy after this shit. Man, what the fuck?
You never saw that picture?
No, I didn't know anything about that. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
It made waves. Oh my god!
Of course
Everybody
it would
was
make
saying
waves. Oh my gosh!
And he was just
issues.
and he was just like, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
I'm sorry for the outburst there, Roger. I didn't mean to cuss.
No, not you. We already lost our audience on that ugly image.
He was just like,
but I'll have to look that up. I have to look that up later.
Yeah,
I did not know that. I might just. I just want to be barf or something. I don't know, but that is weird.
When I saw that picture,
I did not know that at all. Big.
Yeah, when I saw that picture, I was like, "What the hell is he doing there?" That's
Perro Grande.
I was just
Perro Grande. You're getting nasty.
I was like, "No way," because he was like, "Oh, it's family. There's nothing." I'm like, "Bullshit. There's no way I would do that to my daughter. I'll maybe put suntan lotion on her back. That's about it."
That would creep me out to begin
with.
Hell yeah. I'd be like, wait, whoa, let's just slow this down. Let's slow the roll, turn around and leave. Not, hey, baby, you want to hop in my bed for some Hulk Hogan, for some Hulk cock? No, that's not it. Focus. We are focused. We're focused on Hulk Hogan being a creepy man right now.
Hell yeah.
Focus. When are we ever focused? That word is not in our vocabulary.
It's sports talk with the guys, folks.
Actually,
but I guess we've been talking about, and but anyway, this is one of those things where we slip off the edge and never come back. But yeah, wow, I did not know that. Thanks for that image there, Big Dog.
Anytime.
Yeah,
I can always count on you. Perro Grande.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to it right now. It is 7 a.m. It's now 7:02 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to get to the standings real quick, and then we're going to go and do the picks in the 2021 final season game, the week. It is in the American Football Conference. The Buffalo Bills 10-6 with the Patriots 10-6. Both have qualified for the playoffs. The Dolphins and the Jets are 8-8 and 4-12 respectively. In the AFC North, the Bengals have qualified for the playoffs and divisional. They're 10-6. The Steelers are on the outside looking in at 8-7-1, and the Ravens are 8-8. Sorry, Roz. And the Browns are 7-9. In the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans, divisional and playoff, obviously, 11-5. The Colts are 9-7. The Texans are 4-12, and the Jaguars are what? What, Big Dog? Oh, good God! And the Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-14. Oh my God!
What the fuck is that? Is that him again?
That's the picture that made waves.
Thank you for that, Big Dog.
Is that the Playgirl one? Centerfold?
No, this is his daughter.
I see. Oh my. Okay, I get it. Never mind.
Yeah. We're scarred for life. In the AFC West, the Chiefs are 11-5. The Chargers and Raiders are 9-7, and the Broncos are 7-9. In the National Football Conference, in the NFC East, the Cowboys, Aisha's team, 11-5. The Eagles, Tony's team, 9-7. Nobody's team, Washington, 6-10. The Giants, they're not even Jekyll. They're not even Hyde. They're just dead at 4-12. The Green Bay Packers, playoffs and divisional, 13-3. The Vikings are 7-9. The Bears are 6-10, and the Lions are 2-13-1. In the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 12-4, Saints are 8-8, Falcons 7-9, and the Panteras 5-11. In the NFC West, the Rams are 12-4, divisional, and Arizona Cardinals also. I apologize, not divisional, playoff. And the Arizona Cardinals are also 11-5. They qualify for the playoffs. The 49ers are 9-7, and the Seattle Seahawks are 6-10. And there is something you just can't unsee. And Big Dog, I just can't unsee that. Wow. So those are the standings, folks, in the NFL.
Do you want the scenarios now or later?
Well, real quick here. I'm glad that this year that the NFC East winner is above 500.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I wanted to get to the playoff scenarios right now before we do this. So please, Big Dog, you beat me to that. Thanks.
Okay, so the race for the NFC playoff spots, the Saints clinch if they win and the Niners lose. The Niners clinch it with a win or Saints loss. The race for the NFC title, the West title, Cardinals clinch the NFC West with the win and a Rams loss. The Rams clinch the NFC West with a win or a Cardinals loss. This is the interesting one. The race for the AFC playoffs berths. The Ravens clinch if they win and the Colts and the Chargers and the Dolphins all lose.
Oh, my.
Yeah, the Colts clinch if they win or the Steelers lose and the Chargers lose and the Dolphins win. The Raiders, this is the one we're all close with. The Raiders clinch if they win.
Yeah, they control their own destiny.
Yeah,
if they win, they're in.
If they win or they tie and the Colts lose, or if the Colts lose and the Steelers lose. The Chargers clinch if they win or they tie. The Steelers clinch if they win and the Colts and Chargers. Okay, if the Steelers win, if the Steelers clinch if they win and the Colts loses, and the Chargers Raiders doesn't end in a tie.
That's funny.
Wow, that's
only in the NFL, folks. The playoff stuff is crazy.
Yeah, this last week, and since most of these games are still divisional, it is going to be a great weekend for football.
Oh, and good God!
And also, this actually is the big one, the race for the AFC title, which is of course the number 1 seed and a first round bye, so they get the week off. The Titans clinch if they win, or the Chiefs lose and the Bengals lose and the Patriots lose, or the Chiefs lose and the Bengals lose and the Bills win. The Chiefs clinch with the win and the Titans loss. The Bengals clinch it if they win and the Titans and Chiefs and Patriots all lose, or if they win and the Titans lose and the Chiefs lose and the Bills win.
Wow.
The Patriots can take the title if they win and the Bills, Titans, and Chiefs all lose. Damn. And then the AFC East title, the Bills clinch with the win or a Patriots loss, and the Patriots clinch it with the win or a Bills loss. So essentially, yeah. That's all the scenarios, guys.
And you got love for Maisha there. At the risk of sounding stupid, says Big Dog.
That sounds about right.
That's clear as a bucket of mud.
That's usually the way it is every single last game of the season.
Yeah, but there's a lot more this year than I've ever.
Yeah.
That I remember in a while. And with what you're saying about the Bengals, that's why I'm surprised that they're sitting Burrow this week. Like they don't even they're happy where they are.
Yeah, they could just be happy that they're there.
I'm just saying. I mean, if they still have a chance to do to move up in a few spots, you'd think that they'd play. But
yeah,
he's going to sit out and plus Mixon has COVID, so he's not going to be playing either. But anyway, that's enough on that.
Well, maybe they
Very
feel it's
quickly.
too hard to get to. What did I say? Uh, yeah, go ahead. Never mind.
At the risk of sounding stupid myself, I do want to repeat that Dream, we are thinking of you. We know there's some personal things going on with you and your family, health wise, and especially for your significant other. We know that you have some responsibilities, and we hope you're able to get through it. And we're looking for your return, folks. Dream has been doing very well in the picks. He's not bailing. He's part of this program. He's been it from the very beginning, back when we were only digital radio in 2008. I got a comment that, well, he's not doing very well, so he's not picking anymore. Dream has always been with us when he could, and right now there are things that are happening. It's not a cover story, folks. I know you miss him. I get it, to the point that you're angry that he's not here. But, hey, it is what it is. And Dream, we hope you're back with us. And, of course, Speedy is doing inventory. So I don't know how much cheese they're going to be counting, but whatever. And I think that'll be it. So, all right, folks, it's that time. We're a little late at it, but we're going to get to it. The first game that we're going to start off with is going to be Kansas City 11-5, Denver Broncos 7-9. It's at 1:30 p.m. on ESPN. All times are Pacific from here on out, and you can look at it right there. The Chiefs on offense, team offense, are third. The Broncos are 19th. On team defense, the Chiefs are 26th. The Broncos are 9th. In passing, the Chiefs are second overall in the league. Broncos are 19th. And in rushing, the Chiefs are 16th, and the Broncos are 14th. Wow. So the NFL got rid of the probability because it's near the very end. Last time these two teams played was about a month ago. And the Chiefs lame-basted the Broncos 22-9 on December 5th, 2021. Big Dog, what is the line for this one?
Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? They're up by 10.5.
Minus 10.5. And Tony, who is now flying from Detroit to Wisconsin, gave us the first pick. He is going for the Chiefs. So kicking this one off, Tony, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys can help me with the picks that are already in place, or we're going to get them now. And
Aisha's going with the Chiefs.
Forgive me a moment. Dream is a good guy, so he can get back. So when he can get back, so be it. Thank you, Aisha. Yes. I kid you not. I miss him. I really do. But I know that there are some health issues in his family, and he's not making excuses of it. He's doing what he needs to do. And forgive me for saying, but I'm proud of him. He's taking on a heavy responsibility right now, and he ain't bitching about it. He ain't crying about it. He's doing what he needs to do. Dream, I miss you. Proud of you, buddy. Can't wait till you're back, man. All right. So we already have another one, Big Dog. I interrupted you. What was Aisha? She went for the Chiefs?
Aisha is going for the Chiefs, and CM is going for the Chiefs.
All right. So I'm still going to put her as Roz for right now. And Gridiron Girl.
Oh, good. You got it.
Good morning. Gridiron Girl. Next year, she's going to be CM. She's going to be the color maven next year. So it's just too much of a hassle when you're doing the changing. I mean, look what I announced it. I said we were going to do it, and it still threw you when I was doing Tony from Kanopka,
Yeah, I agree. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, so no, we're keeping them, and it's all good. So, Almighty, what's it going to be, young man?
I think I picked the Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, this was the first time that we actually had quite a few picks almost right after I posted it, which was really kind of cool. It's really funny. Big Dog, what do you have?
Oh, well, might as well stay on the train. I'll go with the Chiefs.
Scorekeeper is going to go with the Chiefs. Big whoop. There it is. First game in, and we have a comment. Yes. Morning. Good morning, Gridiron Girl. Glad to see you. Okay, folks, next game.
Morning.
And I
morning, Gridiron.
I want to pick from Aisha. Cowboys, 11-5. Philadelphia Eagles, 9-7 at 5:15 p.m. It is the second and last Saturday game of the regular season. It's again on ESPN, at Lincoln Financial Field. The Cowboys are second in team offense. Eagles are 14th. In team defense, Cowboys 19th. Eagles 7th. In passing, Cowboys are third overall. And get rid of that. And the Eagles are 20. Oh, damn, that was recorded. It's going to show. That was a Match.com email. Sorry. Eagles are 22nd in passing.
Did you get a match?
Oh, I get a match every day. So
Oh yeah,
Cowboys are 10th
even if
in
it's not a
rushing.
match.
Right. And the Eagles are first in rushing. Last time these two teams played was a few months ago. Cowboys really gave it to Tony's team, 41-21. And it was on September 27, 2021. Big Dog, what is the line on this one?
Dallas by 4.
Okay, folks, give me a moment. Let me shut down my Outlook because it's going to be... Okay, there it is. Dallas by 4. Oh.
Hey, was that email christianmingles.com? I thought it's...
No, I'd never... -4. Tony is going with the Cowboys. So, there it is. Tony's going with the Cowboys. He believes... Yeah, he commented earlier that... let's see. Here's his comment. There it is. Eagles should be resting their starters. He left that comment earlier. So, Gridiron Girl, Aisha says hi. All right. Let's get to it. This time, Big Dog, what's going to be your pick on this one?
Aisha's going for the Cowboys.
Yep, thank you.
And Roz is going for the Eagles. I did it once, and I can't do it again, even though it got me the win. But I'm going to have to take the Eagles. I don't care if they're resting people.
All right. Next one that we have is Gridiron Girl. She's going with the Cowboys. And I don't see the Eagles pulling this one off. Again, I don't prognosticate, but I'm going for the Cowboys on the win on this one. So, good stuff. All right. And who else? Almighty. Sorry, sir.
Here we go. I'm going with the Eagles.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. We got the first two games in. These are Saturday. Sir. Go ahead, Almighty.
That Kansas, that Eagle concert that you do, was that part of the Hotel California tour?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I mean, I just saw that they announced that they're going to be hitting the East Coast and the Midwest next year. That's why.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going. Yeah, they got quite a few dates going up down the East Coast and then into the Midwest, like in the Oklahoma and all that kind of crap. But yeah,
I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, I would say go to that.
I know they're coming to Cleveland and but anyway, I just wanted to know if that was. I mean,
yeah,
it was just if nothing shuts it down, is what they're going to.
Yeah,
they do have quite a few dates, and I think they start in March. And
okay,
but anyway, let's move on from the concert talk and get back to what we were talking about, football or something.
I'm going to be 2 minutes early at 7:20. I have a contractual obligation. American Express, don't leave home without it. Okay, we'll continue. Green Bay Packers 13-3 visiting the Detroit Lions 13-1 at 10 a.m. It's the first Sunday game on Fox. It's at Ford Field. And the Packers and team offense are 12th. The Lions are 22nd. Team defense, Packers are 11th. The Lions are 28th. In passing, the Packers are 9th. Lions 21. And in rushing, the Packers are 19th. And the Lions actually have one up them. They're 18th in team rushing. The last time these two teams played, Green Bay Packers 35-17 at home on September 20th, 2021. Big Dog, what is the line on this game, please?
The line is 3.5.
Okay.
For the for the Packers.
That's it?
Yeah.
Big Dog, go ahead. What's your pick on this one?
I'm real apprehensive since the line's only 3.5. That means the Packers are probably going to be resting everyone.
Gridiron Girl is still going with the Packers for this one.
I'm going to go with the Packers anyways. But it won't surprise me if they lose it. But Aisha is also going with the Packers, and so is Roz.
As is Scorekeeper and Gridiron Girl. You may have said Gridiron Girl. I apologize, but she just posted it in the chat room right now. She also posted Cowboys earlier, but Big Dog did give me that pick as well. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I'm taking the Packers. Even though I feel this is a trap game, but I'm just.
Yeah.
I've been trying to pick when the Lions could pull off one, but I'm tired of that. They keep fucking losing. So.
Well, they pulled off 3. You know, they got 2 wins
I know,
to the tie.
But by picking them, it put me further behind U2 and Gridiron Girl and everybody else. So fuck that. I'm just going.
Okay, Almighty.
Yeah.
You need to watch the language. You cannot use trap game. It is. Okay, now he clearly gets. I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I will not.
Almighty, I've done that from time immemorial. Big Dog.
I know. I'm sorry. I meant the cunt game. So yeah, I won't use that word anymore.
I guess I get that one. The first time I pulled it off on the Big Dog was he said something. He's like, he really got mad at something, and I immediately jumped in and I said, Big Dog, please withhold your commentary on their size. And he used like 4 F-bombs. And he was like, those effing small whatever. Yeah. And I was like, please limit the comment on their size. Yeah. Well. Oh my goodness. So Aisha says my pin got stuck in the Packers, but I agree, Big Dog. It could be a rest week for them. So yes.
Yeah. But like you said, that Rodgers is still going to play a little bit of the game.
Yeah, he might just go in there to get them, a 3 touchdown lead and then take the rest of the game.
And then retire, and sit on the bench. That makes sense.
All right, whatever.
Roger rolled his eyes so hard, even his neck went with it.
Big Dog beat me on that one. I was going to say, not only did I roll my eyes, dude, I rolled my body on that one. Oh, my goodness. And that might be another one I'm going to write down on at 7:21 a.m. Folks, next game that we're going to get to is the Indianapolis Colts, 9-7. Clearly in the hunt against, they're not in the hunt. Jacksonville Jaguars, 2-14. It's at 10 a.m. on CBS, all times Pacific, TIAA Bank Field. The Colts are 15th in team offense. Jaguars are 27th. In team defense, the Colts are 17th. The Jaguars are 22nd. In team passing, the Colts are 23rd. Jaguars 24th. And the Colts are 2nd in rushing. Jaguars are 23rd. Last time these two teams played was on November 13, 2021. Colts 23, Jaguars 17. The Colts were at home on this one. Big Dog, what were you going to say? And then the line, please.
I wasn't going to say anything, but sorry. I guess the Colts are going for it all. And Vegas knows it because the Colts by 15 is the line.
Okay. And
Can
the first pick. Go ahead.
I do a quick story with the Jaguars here? It's a very interesting story. One of their sponsors does not want to be involved in tomorrow's game. They don't want their logo showed.
Really?
They don't want. It's a local company out of Georgia that has businesses in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's going to be a shit show, and they don't want their.
Wow.
Actually, they are suing the Jaguars that make that happen, even though the sponsor is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to get the sponsors to be the sponsor. They do not want to be involved in tomorrow's
massacre.
So due to impending clown invasion, I guess that's what the fans are doing.
That's right. Yes.
And the name of the company is Roofcom. Oh, no, Roof Claim. And they're a company located in Georgia with businesses in Florida. And they have sued to avoid being emphasized as the prime sponsor of Sunday's finale against the Indianapolis Colts, according to Mark Long of the Associated Press.
Wow.
So that is my intrusion, but I thought it was an interesting story that a sponsor would get paid all that money wants to be left out of the clown show, shit, whatever. But anyway, go on, Roger. I'm sorry.
No, stop with the sorries. As a matter of fact, I don't have that story, and I can't believe I missed it. Folks, we're talking about the owner, Khan, and his handlebar mustache. So they believe it is such a shit show, as Almighty said, that they're just not going to be a part of it. Apparently, the fans are going to be getting together in mass, dressed as clowns. Wow. So we're going to talk about that after. We already have picks. Gridiron Girl is going with the Colts. Scorekeeper is going with the Colts. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Aisha is going with the Colts, as is Roz, as is myself.
And Almighty.
I am going to boycott this game because it's going to be a shit show. And I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to boycott?
No, I'm
very good.
I'm going to take the Colts.
You know
got
what,
me, dude? You had me on that one.
what's interesting is I'm wondering if Tony Khan bought in or made AEW wrestling as a potential tax write-off loss to offset the earnings from the Jaguars. But over these last couple of years, I think it's flipped. I think now he writes the Jaguars off as the loss to offset all the profits he's making off of AEW.
Yeah, that could be. I
All
like
right.
it. I'm not going to argue with it.
Okay, folks. Next game that we're going to get to, if I'm not mistaken, it is, yes, the next game is Washington 6-10. No playoff implications whatsoever for both teams. Giants are 4-12. It's at 10 a.m. on Fox. It's at MetLife Stadium. Does it matter? This team is, the numbers are there. 20th and 31st for the W's and Giants on offense. On defense, it's 27th and 20th. In passing, it's 20th and 28th. And in rushing, it's 13th and 26th. Last time these two teams played was earlier last year. The Washington football team edged the Giants 30-29 on September 16th, 2021. Big Dog, what is the line on this one? Like it even matters.
It is Washington by a touchdown, 7 points.
Okay. Almighty, what's it going to be on this one?
First off, the Redskins have announced that they will pick their new name in February.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't believe I don't have the article up on that. I know I had it, but I don't. But anyway, I'm just saying they are claiming they're going to have their name. I guess they're going to have a new name, and they'll show the
Yes.
logo.
Yes.
And what else there, Big Dog?
No, yeah, well, I was saying it looks like they might have accidentally leaked the name a couple of days ago.
Well, that's where I saw it too, but I don't know if they accidentally leaked the accidentally wrong name. So
that's true. What everybody's reporting is they will be called the Washington Admirals, and evidently you can.
They stole my name. Come on, man.
And evidently you can go to WashingtonAdmirals.com, and it says when you punch that in, it redirects you to the WashingtonFootballTeam.com.
Okay, they could be screwing with us.
True.
Nothing's factual, but still,
But
that's the headline I saw too.
Oh, wait a minute. It goes straight to the NFL.com.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what. Oh my goodness, Batman.
So they may have effed up there.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. I forget. I saw it now. I don't know what the date is in February when they're going to announce it either.
Okay, the NFL could be in on it too. And look at what this link directed it to, folks. Crucial catch. It's actually a good website. I'm not saying that they're that smart, but they might be on this one. That's pretty good.
Okay.
The fight against cancer. Wow.
It says that the name will be revealed
I'm sorry.
on February 2nd.
Oh, I was thinking the 4th, but I guess I couldn't remember. But thanks, Big Dog. Got me covered. Awesome.
New Washington name. Okay.
And also, former Washington running back Clinton Portis was sentenced to 6 months in prison for healthcare fraud.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's my last Washington football team news for today.
All right. Folks, we're going to continue. The next game that we're going to cover is the Chicago Bears, Cuervo's team, 6-10.
Are we gonna get the picks?
No.
I was about to say no one picked anything.
Oh, did I throw him off? I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, folks, I do apologize. That's a reminder. We are going to have to end the program by 9:30 because I have an appointment that's going to be at 9:30. You just saw the reminder. I do apologize. We will be ending the program a tad early. So
is that from Mingles.com? Is that why?
So anyway, Washington is -7. Almighty, what's your pick there, brother?
I'm gonna go with the no names or the Admirals. I guess I'll go with the Admirals.
The Admirals. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. In the chat room, we'll see. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Aisha and Roz are both taking the potato skins.
And you say it, and she appears.
Hi,
Good
Roz.
morning,
Good
CM.
morning, Roz.
Yes.
It's still snowing over there. Excuse me.
And the slam begins. Yeah, Scorekeeper has got other things on his brain, so no picks today. Okay, folks.
No, see what it is, Aisha. She's thinking with the other brain.
Yeah, folks. This is last night, man. These are the 4 jobs I did last night, and it's like I am already going and blowing. It's crazy.
In your hand?
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I'm sorry. That was just too easy.
it was, but yeah. All right.
Sorry, Scorekeeper.
Don't be sorry. Damn it. Don't
You
be
walked
sorry,
into it.
dude.
You
Yeah,
walked right
I-
into it.
That's gonna make the annual program. That's why I'm writing this stuff down. Oh my goodness, jobs in hand. Oh my god, I've already got 7 moments from today's program that are already going to be on the annual. It happens. There's Big Dog. Remember, there's like one program that we just get all of our stuff from, and I think this one is already off to a great start. So good morning. I know Roz didn't talk to me this week, and Gridiron Girl is suffering from my brother's disease where you misspell the name, but that's okay. No snow, but it's freezing. Roz put an awful image of how much snow there was, and she said 4-letter word. I knew exactly what she meant, but like a dumbass, I put SNOW. And she smartly says, that's your perception. The underlying tone was, that's your perception, dumbass. And that's how I read it. That's how I got it. And yes.
Aisha's on her game today. I like it.
Yes. Well, you know what, folks? Let me tell you. This stuff has picked up since October. I've noticed. All of us. It is a blast doing this, folks. And the chat room does it. Look at that. Almighty cleans up well, says Roz.
Ooh.
And, of course, Aisha says, morning, Roz. So it's all good. We have Almighty, Aisha, and Roz for the Washington game. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
I will take the potato spuds also.
Okay. Gridiron Girl has not made a pick just yet. Or maybe she did when she put WFF. Yeah, Washington football team. Actually, you did, Gridiron Girl. I do apologize. That was this one. Oops. I meant going with the Washington.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Roz. I'm sorry, great gig. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. And Scorekeeper, dumbly enough, I know I just made that up, is going to follow this bridge. Okay, folks, having a wonderful morning. We're going to get to it. Our next game is going to be the aforementioned, I couldn't get to it quick enough, Bears 6-10, Minnesota Vikings 7-9, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox. It is at US Bank Stadium, and the Bears are 28th in team offense. The Vikings are 13th. In team defense, the Bears are 5th. The Vikings are 31st. In passing, the Bears just are worthless at 32nd. The Vikings are 11th. The Bears are 11th in rushing, and the Vikings are 15th. Last time these two teams played was just a few days ago. Bears lost at home to Minnesota 17-9. I'm so sorry, Cuervo. On December 12th, 2021. What is the line, Big Dog?
The Vikings by 5.5.
Wow. All right. Being that Minnesota is at home and being that it like doesn't matter, I'm gonna go on the ledge and I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I'm
Yeah,
thinking the Vikings are gonna win at home. Almighty, what's it gonna be?
I am taking the Vikings as well.
Big
Since
Dog?
it's home.
Yeah. Yeah. I've lost faith in the Bears. The Bears just don't have it this year. Minnesota is a dangerous team when they put their minds to it, but beyond that, they didn't put their
Yeah.
minds to it all that often. But they really gave some competitive teams. They gave them a run for their money. They did, and but it was a lost season for them. Gridiron Girl is going to go with the Vikings on this one. So, Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Aisha is going with the Vikings.
Yes.
Roz is going with the Bears.
That was a funny line that Alicia had about me, my younger brother, which I
actually didn't get a chance. I just saw the quote and I posted as I always do as I'm doing things. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Much as I'd like to go with General America's favorite team, I'm going to have to take the Vikings.
All right. Big Dog. What was the line that she put? I thought it was Almighty's younger brother. I just didn't want to say. That was good. We got some snappy lines this morning. All right, folks. We're going to get to the next one, which, of course, is the Titans. Clearly an important game for them. 11-5. Houston is 4-12. 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. It is at NRG Stadium. Look at that. Texans just keep getting... Actually, they upgraded one. Remember last week the Texans were 32nd, 30, and 32? Well...
Oh,
they
yeah, they're
moved up.
29th. All right.
Yeah, they moved up.
Woohoo!
So, on... Notice, folks, that they all have a bar to signify where they are. The Texans don't have it on two of them. On team offense and team rushing, they're 32nd.
they're flatlining.
Yeah, they are. They really are. I apologize. The Titans are 17th on team offense. They're 12th on team defense. The Texans are 29th in team defense. In passing, the Titans are 27th. The Texans are 30th. And the Titans, they're redeeming quality. They are third in rushing. The Texans are last. So, last time these two teams played, the Texans beat the Titans.
Yep, that was an
on
upset.
November 20th, 2021.
That was a big upset.
Yep.
I think that was during our...
Yes.
Yes.
It definitely was. I was waiting for this one. This was big. It took all of us. I think the only one that got this one was maybe Speedy, but I don't know. Actually, let's go back. When was that? November what? November 20th. Let's take a quick look in history right here. Look at that one. Titans. Oh, it was my cousin Sergio. He was the only one that chose it. Wow. Otherwise, we all jumped off a cliff on that one.
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, we picked the wrong trap game. So yeah, that was. But that whole week was a trap game. So anyway, that's interesting that someone actually did pick the Texans and got it right. But
yeah, and I think he was pretty vehement about it. His comments. So Aisha has commented, "This game with the Titans is the Texans' Alamo. They got no chance."
Oh gosh!
Hey, that's cool. That's good. Big Dog, what's the line on this one?
The line is Tennessee by 10.5.
Wow. Okay. So we already have a pick in, and it is Gridiron Girl who's going with the Titans, and Scorekeeper is going to go with the Titans, and Almighty, what's it going to be?
Titans.
Big Dog, please.
Go ahead and clear the board all the way across. Aisha, Roz, and myself all taking the Titans.
Okay. Wow, we got it. All right. I know Tony's traveling, so he's going to have our picks later, which is real cool. He did get the Saturday ones in. So we are doing very well, folks. It's 7:39 a.m., and we are clearly halfway through, if not on the downslope. Next game, Pittsburgh Steelers, 8-7-1. Baltimore Ravens, 8-8. It's at 10 a.m. on CBS. It's at M&T Bank Stadium. Steelers, 24th in team offense. The Ravens are 7th. team defense, Steelers are 21st, Ravens are 25th. In passing, the Steelers are 16th, the Ravens are 13th. And in rushing, the Steelers are abysmal, 28th, Ravens are 5th. Last time these two teams played, the Steelers edged the Ravens 20-19 on December 4th, 2021. And no, there is no win probability. I thought I did see it for this game for some reason. So I apologize. Big Dog, what is the line on this one, please?
Baltimore by 3.5.
Baltimore is on the bubble, right?
Yeah. They both are.
So are the Steelers.
They both are. Yeah.
Okay,
This is a must win.
I'm gonna be a little wuss on this one. I want to see what the other people are gonna go for. Big Dog, what are you? I'm leaning towards the Ravens, but they've disappointed me big time this year. I know this one's easy. Roz is going with the Ravens,
And so is Aisha.
yes. Sorry, Big Dog.
What's Gridiron Girls pick?
Not yet. I think
shit.
I'm gonna go with. Oh my God!
You know what?
This one's tough.
Put me down for the Steelers. I think Ben. I think Ben wants to go to the playoffs one last time. I think he's invigorated by the last game, and I think he's gonna. What's the Ravens defense ranked?
They're 25th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Steelers. The Steelers have killed me all goddamn year. I kept every time I picked them, they would lose. So
the Ravens have lost 5 straight. Their longest within a season since week 7. Wow, 7/16/2007. Last year, Brian Belichick fired after season. The Steelers are 1-7 this season when allowing 24 plus points. 7-0-1 when allowing fewer than 24 points. And there we have a pick. All right, I feel a little bit better. The Ravens are the 5th team in the last 80 seasons to have 4 losses by 2 points or fewer in a single season. Wow. And the pick is in. She's going with the Ravens.
Okay, so the Ravens clinch. If they win, the Colts, Chargers, and Dolphins all have to lose. And of course, the Steelers clinch if they win and the Colts, Chargers, Raiders doesn't end in a tie. So they're both in charge of not in charge of their destinies, but they both have to win to get in.
Well, the Steelers need a lot of help.
Less help than the Ravens do.
Well, yeah, that's true because that stupid tie puts them ahead of the.
Yeah, so essentially they only need a Colts loss, and as long as the Raiders, Chargers don't end in a tie and they win, they're in. So, like I said, the Ravens need the win and 3 teams to lose: the Colts, the Chargers, and the Dolphins.
Okay, gotcha.
I could see 2 of those happening. I just don't see the Jaguars taking it to the Colts. I just don't see it. But hey, we on any given Sunday, and we all got beat big time. So Big Dog is taking the Steelers. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I am going to go with the Ravens or Browns 1.0.
That deserves to be saved for posterity's sake. All right, folks. Next game that we're going to get to is the Cincinnati Bengals at 10-6 versus the Cleveland Browns 7-9, 10 a.m. on Fox. Yeah. First Energy Stadium. It is team offense. Bengals are 9th. Browns are 18th. Team defense. Bengals are 18th. Browns are 6th. Passing, the Bengals are 7th. Browns 26th. And in rushing, the Browns are an impressive 4th. And the Bengals are 22nd. Last time these two teams played, the Browns, walloped them 41-16. And they did it at Cincinnati on November 6, 2021. And a little bit of insights. Let me see. What do we have? I'm sorry for the video image getting in the way right there. Here we go. On the insights, The Bengals, Cincinnati is a 17 in NFL history to win their division after finishing in last in their division each of the previous 3+ seasons. Oh, Nick Chubb has averaged 5.29 yards a carry. Only Hall of Famer Gale Sanders has averaged more among running backs in the first 4 seasons. The Bengals have averaged 27.8 points per game this season. They're most in the season since averaging 28 in 1988. Boomer Esiason won the MVP, but he lost the Super Bowl. And Myles Garrett has 0 sacks in 3 straight games. Wow. He's defensive end for the Browns. What is the line on this one, Big Dog?
The line is Cleveland by 6. Looks here. I just looked up some of the notes. It says Joe Burrow's sitting out the game to rest for the playoffs. Baker Mayfield is skipping the season finale as well.
I thought he skipped out on the season, but what do I know?
Okay, that's not fair enough. Sounds right.
It is 6. We'll get the picks in the chat room in a moment. Almighty.
Well, I believe that the Browns' first string can beat the Bengals' second and third string, and plus with Case Keenum being the quarterback, so I'm going to go with the Browns.
Almighty is going with the Browns, and seconds later, Gridiron Girl is going with the Browns. All right. Big Dog?
Aisha is going with the Bengals. And Roz is going with... I don't think she made a pick.
I'm sorry, for who?
She didn't make a pick. Roz, what's your pick for the Bengals Browns? I didn't see a pick here. Chiefs, Eagles, Packers, Colts.
I think that's when I wrote snow on her Facebook page and she got mad at me, so she ignored that one. There it is. She says Browns. Okay. So we have her on for the Browns. Big Dog, what are you going to take?
One final time, get to have one of my favorite named teams. I'll take my baby shit Browns all day long. It's a term of endearment.
This one is going to be the one that I'm going to cry about the most. This one's going to come back to haunt me. I don't know why, but I want to go with the Bengals, but this one's going to suck. This is going to be the one that's going to hurt me at the very end. And I readily acknowledge it. It's going to be the damn Browns that are going to be my Waterloo, but I don't want to go with the Browns on this one. I'm going with the Bengals. So Gridiron Girl's like, what? We're not picking? I bet you Gridiron Girl was like, Scorekeeper and I are going to pick the exact same all the way through. And yeah, that's pretty much the way it is. But I don't feel it for the Browns right now. But this is my Waterloo. All right. Next game, folks. I just don't want to go with that team. It just doesn't feel right. But anyway, next game, 49ers 9-7 versus the Rams 12-4. It's at 1:25 p.m. on Fox. It's at SoFi Stadium. The 49ers are 10th in team offense. The Rams are 6th. In defense, the Rams are 16th. The 49ers are 4th. In passing, the 49ers are 12th. The Rams are 5th. And in rushing, the Rams are 24th. The 49ers are 7th. And we already have our first pick. So the 49ers took it to the Rams on November 15, 2021. 31-10. Wow. A little bit of insight. Matthew Stafford has a 1-4 career record versus the 49ers. Wow. 49ers have won 5 straight. Versus the Rams, they last lost on Week 17. Goff defeated Mullins. And there it is. First 8 games, there's the numbers. He went from a 118 passer rating to a 90.1. 49ers are finishing strong, and the Rams are 8-1 versus rookie quarterbacks since 2013. Only the Seahawks have a better record. All right, Big Dog, what's the line on this one?
Rams by 4.5.
And Gridiron Girl is going with the Rams. She says it's going to be different this time. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for an upset, but the Rams are at home. I just don't see it otherwise. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one.
And
Almighty. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
for the Niners, the reason why it's important for them because they are still in play. They're still in the
Yes.
hunt, so they have to win. It's they clinch a playoff spot if they win or the Saints lose, and the Rams have to win or the Cardinals lose for them to get the West title. So the title is on the line. So it's going to be interesting to see who goes with who.
What's it going to be, Big Dog?
Let's see. Here we go. Aisha is going with the Rams, and
I think Roz is going with the 49ers.
yes, Roz is going with the 49ers.
And then she, Color Maven. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Oh, shit. I guess I'll go with the Rams.
Yeah, I thought so. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I'm going to go with the Hams.
Okay, there it is. We got it. All right, folks. Next game that we're going to get to is Carolina Panthers 5-11 versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers 12-4 at 1:25 p.m. Pacific time on CBS. Raymond James Stadium. Panthers are 30th. Buccaneers are first in team offense. Team defense. Panthers are an incredible second. Buccaneers are in the top half at 14. In passing, Buccaneers are first. Panthers are 29. Rushing, Panthers are 21st, and the Buccaneers are 27th. Last time these two teams played was a few days ago, December 25th, 2021. Buccaneers 32, Carolina Panthers 6 at home. What is the line on this one, Big Dog?
Tampa Bay by 8.
This is easy for the scorekeeper. He's going, wow, if he spells his name correctly, he's going with the Buccaneers for this one. I don't see an upset. I know it's late. They're going to rest some of their players, but no. This the Buccaneers are going to do it. Almighty.
I am going to go with the Buccaneers.
There was no post, Aisha. It's blank. Big Dog?
Aisha and Roz and myself were all going with the much as I hate to say it, the GOAT.
Biff. Sorry, Big Dog. Okay, Roz is going with... I'm sorry, Gig is going with Tampa Bay. Aisha, again, there was no comment, so we'll see.
But
all right.
You already have hers. I gave it to you.
No, but she commented something and it came out blank. That's what I'm saying.
She has nothing to say.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
sure.
Don't worry. My mind has gone blank too, so you're not alone.
Next game, Seattle Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals. 6-10 versus 11-5. It's at 1:25 p.m. on Fox. It's at State Farm Stadium. Seahawks are 23rd in team offense. Cardinals are 8th. Team defense, Seahawks are 30th. Cardinals are 10th. In passing, the Seahawks are 25th. Cardinals are 8th. And in rushing, the Seahawks are 12th. The Cardinals are 9th. Last time these two teams played, Cardinals 23, Seahawks 13 on November 20th, 2021. What is the line on this one, Big Dog?
Arizona by 5.5. And the Seahawks are out of it, so they're just playing for pride, I guess.
Pride, yeah.
Paycheck.
Okay. Big Dog, what's it going to be? Aisha says Tampa Bay slam dunk. That was earlier. What's it going to be, Big Dog?
I am taking the Cardinals. Aisha is taking the Cardinals. And Roz is taking the Cardinals.
I see no upset. None whatsoever. Almighty?
I will be taking the Cardinals.
All right, Gridiron Girl. Yes, Big Dog.
No, I was just going to say, guys, in your opinion, are the Seahawks the biggest surprise of the NFL this year on how badly they played? Because usually they're an upper echelon team, and I think I talked about it last week that their 10 losses this year is more than the losses they've had the last 2 years straight.
What?
Okay.
She's calling an upset on this one. Wow.
Why not?
And she even capitalized the H.
She's trying to get that first place there, Roger.
Yep.
She's got to do something.
It's okay, Roger. If she
I'm
calls
not
this
worried anymore because that balances my other
just
stupid
what I was going to
pick.
say. Just what I was going to say. Balances your Browns pick.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting week between you three or two.
Oh no, it's two. It's a two-person race.
So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
As to answer your question, Perro Grande.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, for the record, I picked games and Mr. Scorekeeper. Just saying.
I believe 2 games more. Maybe 3. I'd have to look at it.
Aisha. Oh, I'm sorry. Gridiron Girl. As I readily defer to you at our place of employment, I will readily defer to you on this as well. Okay. I think we're going with wins and we're going with percentage. So it's obvious you're winning by the numbers of wins. I'm winning by percentage can we even measure the fractional numbers? So I readily defer to you.
Yes, 2/10.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, going back to what you just said, for me, the worst team in the NFL has to be the Jags. They just aren't able to string it together. Okay.
No, I agree.
Right. I
agree.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, the surprise team where we expected the Seahawks to probably be the opposite record that they have. You know, they're 6-10. We expected them to be at least 10-6, most likely 12-4, which what they usually. But I mean, it's just I was just shocked at how badly all year long they just seemed lost.
Yeah, there were a lot of issues with this team. I guess I would go with that too, Big Dog. I think the second worst would be the Steelers, even though they're where they are. I just expect the Steelers to do better, even with their old quarterback. At times, the Steelers just look absolutely abhorrent. But the Seahawks are worse. So I expected them to do better. I guess that would be, I would agree with you on that one. Almighty, do you have a choice?
What? I agree with both of you that the Seahawks had an off year. So I don't know. That's all I'm going to say is that, they were a hard team to pick each week because you didn't know who was going to show up or how they were going to play. I mean, you hardly read anything about Russell Wilson, about having a good game or anything. I mean, he was hardly anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he have the finger also? And it was like 4 games. And I don't think Seattle did anything in those 4 games.
All I know is that they just didn't gel right this year. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, they were hard to pick each week to see. I mean, they win games you didn't think they were going to win the way they were playing, then they'd win them. So they were another one of those teams that you just hard to. I mean, anyway, I agree with both of you.
It's interesting that you would say that. Looking back on the season of what I remember, I think I benefited off the Seahawks. I don't know why, but I got a lot of those games right. I may be wrong, but I have a sneaky suspicion that I lucked out with them. I just had a bad feeling about the Seahawks all year, and I did well because of the Seahawks. So, I'm surprised, and I'm surprised that I benefited from their losing season. I don't recall the Seahawks disappointing me this year based on my picks.
Well,
I think I did very well with them. Yeah. I think they may have made my season the most. It's because the Raiders didn't, those dumb rat bastards. So the next game, Patriots.
Yes, you still have time, Gridiron Girl, to make your change.
Yes. Patriots are 10-6. Dolphins are 8-8. It's at Hard Rock Stadium at 1:25 p.m. Pacific time on CBS. The Patriots are 16th in team offense. The Dolphins 25th. In team defense, the Patriots are an impressive 3rd. Dolphins are 15th. When it comes to passing, the Dolphins are also 15th. And the Patriots are 14th. And in rushing, the Patriots are 8th. in the upper part of the league, and the Dolphins are one short of being terrible. They're not the Perro Grandes. So last time they played was on September 11th, 2021, and the Patriots lost at home to Miami 17-16. What is the line on this one, Big Dog?
New England by 6.5.
I see them doing it. I don't see the Dolphins winning at home. I just don't. There's lots of playoff implications. I'm going with the Patriots on this one. I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a good game. I just think the Patriots are going to win. Almighty?
I'm going to take the Patriots as well.
Dog.
I am taking the Patriots. Aisha is taking the Patriots. Roz is taking the Dolphins.
Gridiron Girl is taking the Patriots, and Roz is taking the Dolphins. Color Maven. There it is, right there. Okay, we got 3 more, folks. And we're going to get to them right now. Nolans, 8-8. Falcons, 7-9. 1:25 p.m. on Fox. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. Offense.
Spoken like a true tourist, by the way.
Nolans. The Saints are 29th on team offense. The Falcons are 26th. In team defense, the Saints are 8th. The Falcons are 24th. In passing, the Saints are 31st. The Falcons are 18th. And in rushing, the Falcons are 30th. Saints are 17th. On November 6, 2021, the Saints lost at home to the Falcons, 27-25. What is the line on this one, Big Dog?
Line is the Saints by 3.5. The Falcons are out of the playoffs, and the Saints are still fighting for their lives.
All right, Big Dog. What do you like on this one?
Let's see what we got. What are the girls taking? Aisha is taking the Saints, and Roz is taking the Saints. 3.5. Is that what I said?
Yes.
You know what? I think the Saints will pull it out. They're going to pull it out for Stud Muffin.
Almighty.
I am going to take the Saints.
Giga's taking the Patriots, she said.
And she's taking the Saints. Scorekeeper does not like the Falcons, but I do see a possible upset on this one. But I'm going to go with the Saints. I mean, not that it's a major issue, but Saints might pull it off. But I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. All right, 2 more, folks. Let's get to it. In a game that is just wow. The New York Jets 4-12, Buffalo Bills 10-6, 1:25 p.m. on CBS, Highmark Stadium, and this is going to be it. Jets 21st on offense, Bills are 5th. In defense, the Bills are number 1, and the Jets are the worst. The best versus the worst. Passing, the Bills are 10th, Jets are 17th, and in rushing, the Bills are 6th, Jets are 25th. But on November 13th, 2021, at home, the Jets lost to the Bills 45-17. Big Dog, what's your line on this one, please?
The Bisons by 16.
Wow.
That's a lot. This one's easy. Scorekeeper is going to go with the Bills at home. Almighty, what do you like?
I'm going to go with the Bills.
Big Dog?
The Bills. I was just looking at the implications on it. So, because right now it's between them and the Patriots. Each team has to win, and the other team has to lose. So
yeah. Big Dog, you're going for them. Gridiron Girl is going for the Bills. So.
And Aisha is going for the Bills, and so is Roz.
Color Maven. All right. All right, there it is, folks. We're just about there. The Sunday night game and the final regular season game. The Los Angeles Chargers 9-7 are visiting the Las Vegas Raiders at 9 and 7 at
Ooh,
5:20
boy.
p.m. on the Sunday night game. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. Raiders control their destiny, folks. So it's at Allegiant Stadium. The Chargers in offense are 4th. The Raiders are 11th. In defense, the Chargers are 23rd. The Raiders are a tad better at 13th. In passing, the Raiders are 6th. The Chargers are 4th. And in rushing, the Raiders are 29th. Chargers are 20th. In history, October 4th, 2021, the Chargers doubled up on the Raiders 28-14. Wow.
When
Big
was
Dog,
this?
what's the line on this one?
When was that game?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was October 4th, 2021, early in the season.
Okay.
Week 4 or 5.
The line is the Chargers by 3.
All right. Chargers by 3. I have a sneaky suspicion that Gridiron Girl is going to go with the Chargers. This is going to be it. I like the Raiders. There's no doubt about it. Control your destiny, baby. You have a chance. I'm a Raider fan. I feel the Raiders are going to do it, even though the Chargers are a dangerous team. So, that's my pick. I'm sticking with it. I want to know what Gridiron's going to go, and she's going with the Bolts. All right, folks. So, I really thought that Gridiron Girl and I were just going to duplicate our picks all the way through. And no, there's some daylight. Good luck, Gridiron Girl. I appreciate that. And Aisha, woohoo, is going with the Raiders. Almighty,
Yes,
what's it going to be?
Just win, baby. I'm going with the Raiders.
Oh, all right. Oh, lame matey. Sorry, sir. Almighty. All right, Big Dog, finish us off, my brother.
Roz is going with the Chargers.
Oh,
They have let me down all year long. Every freaking time I picked them, they lost. But you have swayed me, Scorekeeper, with your enthusiasm and your trust in just win, baby. So I am going to jump off the cliff with you, and I will take the Raiders.
dude, they have won some big games.
Exactly, but
they've
both
also broken our hearts too.
And over the years, we know that when they have their destiny in their own hands, they don't fare very well.
Yeah, I fully admit that this is the game that will determine the theme between Gridiron Girl and myself. But I like it. The Raiders, they're at home. Folks, these are the times that miracles are made and men are born. And the Raiders control their destiny. No one is responsible but the Raiders.
No.
If the Chargers pull it off,
see, if you keep saying that, makes me want to change my mind.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, then you have that opportunity. Folks, we did well. We did it in just a little less than an hour, which is what we generally do when we're doing very well. Folks, it is 8:07 a.m. Pacific time, and Gridiron Girl says, whatever, with a little bit of love on that one. Okay, folks, we got through them. We're good. We're done, and we are ready to continue. Big Dog, what are you going to get to? Do you have the story that it looks like the county is in trouble when it comes to Vanessa Bryant?
Oh yes, they were trying to have the suit thrown out, and the judge agreed with Vanessa Bryant, saying that this lawsuit will go forward.
Yep. Kobe Bryant's widow wins a key court ruling in lawsuit over photos of human remains from helicopter crash. A federal judge on Wednesday made a pivotal ruling in favor of Kobe Bryant's widow, rejecting the request by Los Angeles County to throw her lawsuit out of court and instead keeping it on track for a jury trial next month. And I want to give a quick shout out. Thank you. We got a thank you, Big Dog. All right. Aisha says, good luck on your appointment, Scorekeeper. And are we doing this next week? Hell yeah. As a matter of fact, we are. Thank you. It looks like my brother and I are on. We are going to Arizona after all. It looks like it might just be myself and my brother, or my little Gmo will be going along as well. But we are still set to go to Arizona. As soon as this program is over, I'm on the road, and we'll probably be doing a 4-hour program next week because my brother gets out at a certain. Well, maybe it'll be short. I don't know. Go ahead, Big Dog.
I'm just gonna say for the our prognostications for the year, Gig has you by 1 win, and she also has you by she has one more win than you and one more loss than you.
Yep.
She's called 2 more games than you did.
Yeah. And she said that she's picked more games, but under the rules, I was allowed to miss one here and there. But I readily throw that. I admitted it to you, Gridiron Girl. You have picked more games. Awesome.
And actually, you actually had one that I didn't allow you to take the loss on, remember?
Yep.
Because you didn't actually make that pick. You may have talked
And
about
same
it,
thing.
but you never wrote it down.
You did the same thing. You're like, nope, we didn't enunciate it. I'm like, wow, Big Dog stuck to it.
Well, no,
Okay.
not with me. With me, you just skipped me.
Anyway,
Yeah,
US
there's a
District
difference
Judge
there.
Don F. Walter denied the county's motion for summary judgment and ruled that, quote, there are genuine issues of material fact for trial. Walter didn't give a detailed breakdown of those issues, noting the judge's function is, quote, not himself to weigh the evidence and determine the truth of the matter, but to determine whether there is a genuine issue for trial. There's a genuine issue for trial, and we'll leave it at that. Comments, Big Dog.
If this goes to trial, she's winning. I don't care. They could have 10 stories of evidence showing why she should not win. There's no way in LA, Orange County, there's no way in Southern California that Kobe Bryant's wife is not going to win this trial. I'm just stating it.
Yeah, I'm unable to comment any further beyond that. But yeah, it's going to court. Almighty?
Sure. I mean, it'll go, and we'll see how much they have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to try and settle this out of court. But I think she's adamant about going to court and having this put all on public. Public.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me clarify my opinion on your thought right there, Big Dog. I would say that she's after accountability.
Yes.
Because remember, definitely not after the money, folks.
No, and remember, she's the one that put the names out there when LA County refused to reveal the names, and she put them out there, every single one of them.
This is genuinely a situation where we, the taxpayers, forgive me, are going to get screwed for the actions of several. I am just saying that that's what it looks like. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if there is a lawsuit where she wins, who pays? Yeah, everyone that was not involved pays because of what that individual did. And it wasn't one, it was many.
Several.
So I'm not going to get any further into it because, I'm unable to at this point. So, yeah. So I do have one other basketball story, which I'm probably stealing from the Big Dog. It reached that Rachel Nichols and ESPN have the split is official per a report. This one is at USA Today. Reporter and studio host Rachel Nichols has reached a settlement agreement with ESPN that will allow her to pursue employment elsewhere. Because I believe her contract at the time still had a year and they were just going to keep her off air. Mm-hmm. That was it. But now it looks like they've made an agreement. She can go somewhere. And I don't know if you have additional details on that one, Big Dog.
No, just that, like as you said, the settlement was reached. In essence, a buyout on her contract. So there was no confirmation how much she was making. They were saying it was in the, I believe, $2 to $3 million a year range that she was making per year. I thought she had 2 years left, but maybe it was just the 1 year. But yeah, so she's free. I see she's going to be somewhere. Most likely Fox will probably pick her up. But she may even end up on the NBA network because I think
that's where she's going.
I don't know if you remember, those who remember or not, but Mr. Silver was one of the first people to come to her side and say, he did not agree at all with the decisions that ESPN made on suspending her and then, of course, taking her off the air, taking her show away, so on and so forth. So, and she has a very good relationship with all the players. She has been able to get information that no one else can get. And when she does her sit down interviews, these players open up to her. You can tell that they're comfortable in speaking with her. So that is an asset that many news stations are going to want. So she will end up somewhere, And we hashed it out enough times. I never agreed with the decision that was made. I think that that it was way after the fact. And the funny part is the article, because I believe I read the article that you posted, Scorekeeper. In the article, it even says that she was I can't remember if it says illegally taped or she was taped without her knowledge or consent. It says that right in the article. So,
Yeah.
but
Aisha, thank you.
Bye,
Peace.
Aisha.
And we'll see you soon enough. Appreciate your comments throughout the week as well, Aisha.
Have a good week.
Say hi to Lizzie.
Yeah. Take care of your mom. Thank you, Aisha. Appreciate it.
Curtsy to the queen.
And my younger brother says have a good week too. And...
Do you have a younger brother?
No, I'm just.
I'm just wondering.
No, I don't have a younger brother.
By the way, that's funny. It's good. All right. Comments on that, Mr. Almighty?
Yeah, she will end up somewhere. I guess it's just a matter of where. I mean, it depends on who offers her the most money. I mean, she was making, like Big Dawg said, she was making $2 million a year, and that's so. And so, Fox or the NBA Network both make sense. So, it just depends on where she feels comfortable. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
there we
funny.
Go. Yeah, there we go. They're telling Big Dawg they are going to get her. They're confirming Big Dawg's.
She's confirming her employment acceptance at NDB Media.
Oh well, that's cool.
You guys saw that post. We really offer.
I liked that post. That was I think I gave it a thumbs up or something.
Anyway, as a matter of fact, she is only the third personality that we have genuinely offered a position to, and we did. I wasn't kidding. We did offer her position. Her agent politely said,
didn't answer. Didn't answer.
No. Actually, we did get an answer from the agent, and that's exactly what it was right there. He just laughed and laughed and laughed. So, actually knew who we were.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
It never hurts.
The agent just laughed at us, but we did contact, and we were just laughed off the phone call. And I gotta admit, that bastard could laugh a long time. I didn't even hear him inhale, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
but we did offer. She is only the third person that we've ever offered. The second one, which people forget about, is Mr. Oberman.
Yes, I remember that.
We did offer. Does anyone? I want to go to Almighty first because I think Big Dawg remembers. Does Almighty remember the first person that we actually offered?
I would have no clue. I don't.
Big Dawg, do you remember?
Yes, of course. It was a political person by the name of I can see Russia from my window.
Oh my!
No kidding. When she left the governorship, we stated it was a press release. We said, Governor,
come on down.
Yeah, we can set up a program around you.
Oh my!
We did. We offered Sarah Palin a position with NDB Media, and it would have changed our lives. It would have changed her life as well, because we would have been able to.
Actually, if you were able to get Keith Olbermann to come on, didn't even have to work for NDB Media. I mean, that would have changed your life completely.
Cliff had a general commitment from him.
I remember, and then ESPN jumped in and said no, or I forgot who it was. It was ESPN, wasn't it? That they didn't
No,
allow
this
outside,
is
or
when he left current TV, and he was doing his own stuff. And when he was doing the Keith Olbermann show on
Yeah.
Current, and after remember, his quote was, "I was a chandelier in a warehouse." I'm like, Jesus Christ, way to go, sir! But he had a genuine interest, commitment, and I think that's when Cliff got ill and we kind of lost. So,
where is he now?
Cliff is now in Virginia.
No, Olbermann.
Oh, he's all over the place. He kind of does some stuff on ESPN on the site stuff, and I don't know. He writes a lot still. I
Does
think
he
he's
do
done
any?
Rolling Stone.
Because he got into political stuff, didn't he?
Well, he did, and then went back to sports. When he was on MSNBC, he was pretty big.
Yeah,
on
there we go.
MSNBC.
Yeah, I remember him all the way back.
And then
when
he went to Current TV.
I remember him all the way back when he was on KTLA, and he was the sports reporter on Channel 5 over here for us.
Oh my God, he was genius back then. He was funny. Actually, still is.
And I still can't remember, and I cannot find the article. I'll have to do another deep dive so I can find it. Where he would always honor every year that baseball player.
July 1st or July Vandermeer, Johnny Vandermeer.
Is that the one where he didn't touch third base, or it was foggy
that
or
was
something?
Another one.
Every year he talked about it. I remember on Channel 5, and I think it was the playoffs or a World Series or something. It was foggy.
Okay.
And he went into this long story about, did he touch third base? And he says he did, and they said he didn't, and because of that, it cost them the series and blah blah blah. So I got to find that one.
Olbermann is one of the few that had the passion for all sports.
Yes.
Guys, even we don't have that. We love a lot of stuff, but we have our loves, right? He had it across the board. And he's funny, man. He's very funny. So, really good stuff. It'd be nice to have Mr. Olbermann on with us, but yeah, I don't think that'll happen. We'll have Sarah on quicker than we'll have Mr. Olbermann. Hell, we'll have Rachel Nichols on before, because she's like, okay, I haven't done my charity act for my life. It'll be on with us. It'll be the greatest charitable act of all time, her giving us time. But Rachel Nichols, wow. I'm sorry the way it went, but folks, it went bad for Rachel, but I'm going to go on a ledge on this one. Rachel will return to ESPN.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
She's way beyond talented for ESPN.
Breaking news.
For them to, she will return. She has to go out into the wilderness. Yeah, Fox Sports is wilderness.
Yeah.
She has to go to NBA Prime. That's the wilderness. It's ESPN, folks. She will return. She will go out. She'll have to pay her dues again, but she'll return.
Though? I don't know. She has she's a very determined person, and she may hold this against him, even if it costs her money.
I understand it's pride. I think ESPN will go back to her and apologize.
I don't think it's
by paying her.
Okay, maybe if they do that.
Yes,
but
that's the way I see it.
But for her, if they were just to say, Rachel, we want you back and we'll pay you twice what we were paying you before, I think she would say no. Unless she got an actual apology, and maybe even a public apology, which I don't think ESPN would do publicly, but if she were to get an apology like from the president of the sports, of ESPN, then she might come back. But I think if she doesn't get something like that, she won't be back on ESPN.
She will get it on a personal level.
Yeah.
It will no be public, but the apology will be the money.
It will no be public. Write that down.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, here we go, folks. I don't know if we have any additional. Almighty, you got any basketball you want to get to right now? Since we're on any basketball news? Since we're on it right now. What do you want to get to?
Are we? Okay, I guess I just have one more, and it concerns Jim Harbaugh, and that there's a rumor that he may lead the Wolverines to return to the NFL.
I did not get that one. Wow.
And this is from Sporting News. And, I like it. And I guess it's just like one of his friends or whatever. Report from Bruce Fieldman of the Athletic that Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh, fresh off leading the Wolverines to their first college football playoff berth and first win in the game since 2011, might be tempted to leave the Wolverines to return to the NFL. And Philbin said he's citing sources from the NFL and at Michigan speculated that the timing may be perfect for Harbaugh to return to the NFL, where he coached the 49ers for 4 years as a head coach in between collegiate stops at Stanford and Michigan. And I agree that this would be the perfect timing since it took him 10 years to get the program going, but he's at the top with Michigan right now. So if he were really interested in doing this, this would be the timing to do it. I don't know if he would, but he has done the two things that he wanted to do, beat Ohio State, which took a decade.
Yeah.
And, he won the Big Ten. I mean, and it got the team to playoffs. So I'm just saying the phone calls may come once X Day happens.
Oh, yeah.
But it's up to him if he wants to leave it. I'm just saying that, I agree with the perfect timing. And like I said, it's just the rumor thing and sources, but I agree. I mean, it's a no-brainer that, if you got the right offer, maybe. I could see the Jaguars calling him, maybe trying to get. I mean, even though he's not. I mean, at least he has NFL experience, unlike Urban Meyer. So I'm just saying, I could see. I guess the Jaguars may be trying to call everybody to see if anybody will even want to do it. So, but I'm sure I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no. I mean, it's rumor, and so I'm sure you're gonna get phone calls. So we'll see what happens.
Almighty, was it the Atlantic or the Athletic that?
Well, I think I could have mispronounced it. It was probably the Athletic, and I was just.
Okay, well, no, I just don't recall. If it's the Athletic,
it says it's the Athletic. I'm sorry, there, Raji.
No, not at all. Hey, I'd lend some credence. The Athletic is really starting to make a name for itself. If it already hasn't, that might be stupid on my part, but it may be an opinion piece, but it's an opinion piece because they've seen where they're leaning.
Well, like you said, he has sources, but I'm just saying. I mean, he probably gets phone calls even before this, trying to get him out of to see if he was
college.
Just to feel the water. So it's not hard to disagree with. It's just what he wants to do, and if he wants to really come back to the NFL. I don't know what he's been coaching Michigan for 10 years. Maybe he's ready to come back.
And he's actually in a perfect position because, like you said, he's at the top of his game, on the collegiate level with Michigan. And now he can actually pick and, if he gets multiple NFL offers, he gets to pick and choose, where do I want to live for the next 4 years? Because, it's going to be a 3 to 4, maybe a 5-year contract if he's lucky. Or he can pick and choose if he enjoys it in Michigan. And, when you're winning on the college level on a major university, you're like God down there, especially in Michigan. That's one of the premier schools. You bring them up, and then you just beat Ohio State. You just beat your rival.
Yeah, and all the crap he had to put up before he got to that point too. I mean, the first 5 years was hell for him. He always whined and complained and wanted him fired and everything else, but they let him hang in there. I mean, they could have easily just. Waiting this long for him to. But anyway. I agree with it, and maybe and since I'll take Roger's word for it that the Athletic has credence and go with it. Since he's taken care of a couple of goals and he may be interested. So anyway, let's just leave it. I guess I just wanted to bring that up that he may consider it.
Oh, maybe a certain team in Las Vegas might give him a call since they have an interim coach right now.
Well, I'm sure they may, and we'll see. But that'll be interesting to go to the Raiders. That would be an interesting stop for him.
Yeah.
All hands, battle stations, everybody red.
Tornado watch.
Vampire.
Yeah. So,
love that.
I'm not
Sorry.
going to disagree with that. I mean, it's early yet, and
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to say it'll be up to him because I'm sure he'll get the offers. And I mean, I don't know if any. Anyway. I keep repeating myself. I have no problems with it. That way, he can be on par with his brother again.
The Harbaughs of the world.
Yep,
Yeah, the
there you
Hardball Bowl again.
Yep, the Harbaughs of the world are right up there with the Van Gundys of the world.
But I think that's last of my NFL news for today, unless.
Well,
I did send that message to you, Roger, because I knew that you would like it. That the USFL will be selecting players in February. So
yes, thank you. Yeah,
I knew that. I know that you're really pumped up about this. So
I am jazzed about the.
So
USFL.
I thought that would I know you are. That's why I sent it to you. It's like, okay, they're getting ready to go, and they're accepting players that are just 2 years out of high school. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of players they can actually sign.
Yes, I think there is talent out there. They're gonna sign some big names, but they've already named 4 head coaches.
Antonio Brown.
Gosh. Oh, geez. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, we forgot about that.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but
we went at it on our page.
Terrell Owens wants to come back and play.
I saw that.
He states that a team at the beginning of the year told him to stay in shape, that he might get a phone call.
You know what? I've had those dreams too. Okay.
Yeah. But this one, he just said, I'll play for the Buccaneers. And no kidding. But I don't know if they'd sign him. It'd be interesting.
He's 48 years old.
Yeah,
folks.
but all the work is done. He missed the regular season. He would get a bye week. He'd play a handful of plays in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. In each game, he'd do that, and he'd get another Super Bowl ring. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying.
Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I'm just saying that it benefits him now to come back and play at that age because he doesn't have far to go. I'm not, because he missed the whole season getting banged up. I'm not saying they will offer it, but from his point of view, it seems possible because there's this, for him it'd be like 3 games to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So and get another ring. So he's
8, folks.
But
he is a big man as a wide receiver. There's no doubt.
But he is a humorous. I mean, it's a humorous thing. I think he's. I'm not even think how he seems to be smiling the whole time through the interview where he was talking about it and saying that he was in shape. And I don't know what team would tell him to stay in shape. Like, when are they going to need a 48-year-old man to?
The Jaguars. The Jaguars.
Okay.
Oh,
the Lions. The Lions.
Yeah, the Lions told him that, and then. Yeah, but
he's thinking about that, and I can see, like he says, he'll play for the Buccaneers. The problem is he's what, 5, 6, 7 years out of the league now.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's 11. I think it's 11.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Didn't he retire in 10?
Yeah,
I keep trying. So it's been over a decade.
So
he's 48.
Indoor.
But what I'm thinking is he may be in shape and he still may be able to do a decent 40 or whatever. He's forgetting that there's going to be a 340-pound man that's going to want to beat the crap out of him. And that first hit that he takes on the field is him remembering going, God damn, I'm 48 years old, as he's looking at the clouds.
Yeah. Or the ceiling. And then the next thing he sees is the medical tent. So
exactly.
Or the top of an ambulance. But I mean, it's just a humorous, interesting story.
Yeah.
And it kind of breaks all the monotony of the chaos that the world is going through right now. So, I mean, it's one of those stories like, okay, bring it on. Get your popcorn ready. Let's see if we can do it.
He was inducted in 2018 following a 15-year career. He hasn't played in the NFL since 2010.
There we go.
But he did do indoor football, and I
remember that,
and humbly was offered the opportunity to do some color commentating for the Couch Potato. and I was able to do actually I did a few play-by-play, but color commentating on Terrell Owens.
Did he lasted what, like 5 games maybe? Because then he pulled his diva crap.
Something happened.
Yeah.
But he was there
that's
for a
right.
while.
It was the hospital thing. They were supposed to go to a children's hospital. It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
You have a better memory than I do.
And he blew it off. He said he didn't say he had better things to do, but that was the insinuation that he didn't need to be bothered with dying children, in essence.
Wow.
And I believe they cut him like 2 days later.
Wow. One of the ironies is though that I was thinking of before that Terrell Owens article hit, I was thinking about all the shenanigans that the on-field shenanigans that Brown was doing, and I was trying to compare him to Terrell Owens and the shenanigans that he did, and I kept thinking, okay, that makes Brown Terrell Owens 2.0. And then all of a sudden, this article hit. I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! This is kind of—I mean, the way I thought about it, because of both of them. We know what Terrell Owens did.
Yeah,
pissing on logos and stuff like that. It was
and I also, with all the things, it's funny that you said you went with Terrell Owens. I actually went with Ocho Cinco.
Well, yeah,
I had that same thinking. I'm going, who else? I'm like, oh God, Chad Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, I can see that. So anyway, I think that's the last bit, but I think I just thought that like everybody else, found it amusing, and we'll move on from it and get to serious football later.
Okay. Well, here's some serious NHL. We'll get back to it, Big Dog. I interrupted you. The Winter Classic was so cold, their facial hair froze over. And I think we even talked about it. Did we talk about it on the Professionals, Almighty? Where I think you mentioned it, that they heated
No, that was last Sunday with Speedy.
We didn't. I think
Speedy talked about it.
I didn't. I did not.
On
the Professionals, I don't think we talked any hockey unless.
Yeah, we didn't do any hockey at all in the Professionals,
because I think that Saturday we talked about them, or one of the Saturdays we talked about them trying to get to join the Summer Olympics, the hockey, whatever.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Master Bateman wanted to do summer hockey.
Yeah, quickly in soccer news, Sloane Stevens marries soccer player Josie Altidore. In tennis, you guys heard
no.
Djokovic, he is actually on his way back. He just said, screw it, I'm out. He's coming home because he's supposed to have his shots, and he misled the authorities. So he was hoping to get I am one of the greatest sports figures. I'm like, no, you're a tennis star, dude. I think I commented on that on our page. I'm like, no, you're a tennis star. You're not one of the greatest stars, dude.
Yeah, because I haven't heard of him, so he can't be one of the greatest.
Yeah, it's all right, Mr. Djokovic. You're okay. But, now, it looks like the top pairs withdraws from U.S. Figure Skating Nationals due to COVID. It continues, and it's going to be interesting to see who else pulls out from the Winter Olympics in Beijing next month. So we have some time to get to that. But all right, Big Dog.
Is anybody going to be there?
I believe Germany's going.
Okay, so they'll be able to get some gold medals this time around.
Yeah. I believe maybe Treb. Okay, I should have said that. Ooh, thank God. I was thinking Germany, and I thought of a nasty place, and I was going to say it like, ooh, no, they're not going. Oh, God, thank God. I just saved my political. I just saved my public life.
Better than what you did just the other Professionals.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah,
everyone knows I effed that one up, but that was,
Yeah, but it's too bad that you make certain gestures and people get all crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's been but anyway, I guess real quick also that the NFL does have alternate sites ready in case Los Angeles locks down.
I have been talking about that on a personal level, that one of the largest employers in Southern California, actually there's several. Let me give you an idea.
Walmart?
The very good.
Or Amazon?
Not Amazon, not yet. But
Amazon will not close. They are an essential business.
let me give this to you. El Pollo Loco, a Southern California staple. Their restaurants are closed. They're only doing drive-through. You can actually walk in and order and get out, but they're actually closing restaurants, so you can only do drive-through. Walmart, they're talking. There was a national article in Money that some supercenters will probably be closing, but they're going to have delivery and or pickup. So I don't know. It's not official.
Nah,
But what?
I don't see that. It didn't happen last time when everything actually did close down. Walmart never closed down.
Okay, but here's the beauty of it: the numbers are
True.
They're out of control, and I think employers are just changing the way they're doing business right now. And say they were going to close, it's how they were going to test. Mr. Gama.
I do want to preface with everything you're saying is applying to LA County, because Riverside and Orange have they're completely different over here.
The Walmart thing surprised me because it was an out-of-state article. That's why that one got my attention. So, yes. Now, there is a presence from New Orleans.
Oh, my God.
There he is.
What's up, guys? I'm driving right now.
Muffin!
I am driving right now, but I had to jump in and say hi for a second. I miss y'all.
I miss you, man.
Everything's been going crazy. I hope to be back soon on the regular. It's just been a very hectic
Take your time, man.
end of last year, beginning of this year.
Dude,
Take
you
your
look
time.
tired, dude. You look tired, and it's just morning. You really do.
Bruh, if I was taking a flight, they'd charge me extra for these bags.
Very good.
There we go. We missed that.
Speaking of flying, I know Scorekeeper is planning on coming to Louisiana in November.
Yes.
I was going to extend that invitation to make it. Hopefully, you can make it end of November, and you can join us for Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Because
Okay.
we would love to have you over and show you around. The restaurant will be closed for a couple days, and you know that it kind of makes sense for me.
Taking a Saints game.
Maybe if we
Yeah.
if they're any good.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind.
We'll see. We got to see what happens, huh? Probably better off watching a Pelicans game.
How is your love? How is your significant other?
She's doing good. She's doing good. We're actually leaving today to go to New Orleans. She's got a friend coming into town. So we're just taking a couple days to just relax, have some fun, and de-stress, which is key, you know, just maintaining that health and happiness mentally, just is a wonderful thing. So like I said, I just wanted to jump in real quick. You know, I miss you guys and all of our listeners from all over.
They miss you too, dude.
Just wanted to say, hey, I always think about you every week, every Saturday. You know, I'm thinking like, man, I wish I was able to get a few minutes to jump in and say something. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Dude, yes. I thank you for joining. Anything you want to talk about real quick before we lose you? Or are you going to stay on with us for a while?
No, I'm actually gonna head off right now. Like I said, I'm
Okay.
driving, and I'm delivering food, packing clothes, and getting the F out of Dodge. But I had a minute while I'm driving, so I'll stick around for a couple minutes. But I'm gonna let you keep going doing what you're doing. I'm here.
We're just kind of just shooting the shit. So anything you want to talk about, we were.
And we are going to end a little bit early. I have an appointment already at 9:30, which
Yeah,
is
he has
about
a
45 minutes away.
he has a Mingles.com appointment, so you gotta make sure he keeps
No, Dreem. On my screen, an email showed up, and I said, "Oh, better delete that one." And they didn't ask what it was, and I said, "Yeah, I can't damn Match.com email. They ain't let me have it for that one. It was fun. It was really good. Any stories that have been happening this week, Dream, that you wanted to comment on?
No, man. Like I said, I haven't even been watching anything. I haven't been in touch with anything.
You haven't
I've
been
just
commenting. You've been silent on the board, dude.
Yeah, I've been like nonstop working, trying to get everything going. It's been cold, so it's been busy. I've been having a lot of call outs, so there's staffing issues, and there's just everything. Like when Thomas gets a day off, that's what everybody wants to call because they know I'm going to come in and cover. So we already put the message out like, I'm not going to be in town. There's no way for me to cover. Y'all better show up because there's nobody to cover shifts. So they're like, yeah, we'll be there. Like, okay, that's what it is.
See, the problem is you're a nice guy, dude. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, it's my business. I'm not going to make them run short staff
I'm sorry.
and have a bad service, It's like, if the customers have a bad experience, they don't come back. So if it takes them 45 minutes to get a dish, they'd be upset. I'd be upset. I would never go back to a restaurant if it made me wait that long.
Yeah, you're not a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Exactly. If I go to McDonald's and it takes me 2 minutes to get an order, I'm pissed off.
The funny thing is, I remember when McDonald's had 2-minute orders, remember?
Yeah.
That was McDonald's, folks. You knew, it didn't matter how long that damn line was. That shit moved. That's what McDonald's was.
That's why it was called Speedy's for a minute.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, are you frozen, Scorekeeper? All right, there it is.
Probably. I'm sorry, I'm moving around right now.
It was. I didn't know if it was on my end because, like I said, no internet driving. But
okay. Yeah.
Scorekeeper, or Big Dog, or Mighty,
yes,
how have you guys been? I miss y'all.
We miss you.
We miss you. I've been fine. Thanks for asking.
Good. I almost didn't recognize you without the beard.
Yeah.
His younger brother, Aisha, went after him.
Yeah. I'm the younger brother of somebody. So But yeah, it's a new look for a little while until I get bored.
Looks good, man.
My face gets cold. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
Next week he'll have the full beard next week.
Probably.
No, I could. Well, okay, but no, it's it's weird to be shaving on a regular basis, though. It's really it's like, wait a minute, what am I? Yeah, but anyway, thank you, and I hope things work out for you too as well, Thomas. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on. This is the first I heard of it when Roger was talking about it, so I just hope that everything's going to get better for you, man.
Well, he might have.
He froze.
Yeah.
I think he was overcome with the emotion. Yeah.
He's in a poor reception area, probably.
Nolens. What do you expect?
Yeah. There he goes.
Someone did the voodoo on him.
Yeah,
we lost on his signal.
Bad mojo.
Yeah, bad mojo.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Damn it. But he'll probably be joining us back in a moment or so. So, Big Dog, what did you want to get to right now?
I was just wondering, any updates on the Major League Baseball negotiations?
No, they just hate each other.
Okay. And on a personal fan level for yourself, are you mad at Mr. Eric Chavez?
Nah.
So you don't care that he signed with you guys and then 2 weeks later quit and went to the Mets?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
You're back.
There's no loyalty.
Am I back? All right, cool.
Yeah. You back.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, there's...
Yeah, things are...
I caught the sentiment, and thank you, Almighty. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yo.
You're freezing. We hear you, but your image is freezing, so it's just you're in a bad area right now. But any comments on Antonio Brown? Dream?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
He's on a delay.
All right.
Sports Talk with the guys. All right. Well, when your
Bad
signal gets
internet. I'm
clear,
sorry.
there.
Antonio Brown needs a lot of mental help. Uh, as far as that goes, I mean, they were kind of stiffing him too. I mean, they weren't playing him when he could have made bonuses and such. I'd be pretty pissed off. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to do what's right for the team. And you don't leave mid-game.
Yeah. All right.
You know,
Fair
that's
enough.
a team player.
Yeah. Okay. Big Dog, anything else you wanted to get to?
No, nothing really. Just, you know, Corona's hitting all the sports, you know, with like a sledgehammer. Everybody's missing games. Everybody's getting games postponed. We'll see how it affects the NFL playoffs. That's going to be interesting.
I think the NFL playoffs are still going to proceed, whether they have fans or not. It depends on the states and the areas.
Well, no,
But they,
I mean, on player level, I mean, we're losing players left and right, you know, and coaches.
in the NBA, how's the
Yeah.
NBA going?
NBA, it's funny. Or not funny, but Frank Vogel was out, you know, for 10 days with his COVID protocols, and he came back. And as soon as he came back, 2 days later, his assistant coach is now out on COVID protocols. So, and that assistant coach is the one that took over while Vogel was gone. Every day, you know, we're hearing 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 players out across the league. So
It's hard to run a fantasy team when half your
yeah,
players have COVID, and you don't have, and there's only 2 to 3 IR spots. So I mean, it's a interesting thing nowadays. Starting last year, of course, but anyway, it's weird. You're right.
yeah.
Everybody's missing games. All sports are being affected, and
There you go.
I get your point there, Big Dog. Because what if a star like the quarterback goes down in the playoffs,
Yeah.
you know, or the back? I mean, but I see what you're saying but they're going to have to play regardless. I mean, it's just like if the starter got injured that game before. So I mean, you better hope your backup can come in and pull it off.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Coffee says the cure for COVID is the foe belonging to Thomas.
Fuh.
What the hell do I know? I know nothing. So it's all good.
Well, in the NBA, it's gotten, like I said, so bad that they had the emergency signings that you were able to do. They Adam Silver this week extended that because it was supposed to end, I think, next week to be able to sign the emergency players. He extended that another month, to a month and a half. That you can sign emergency players to the roster, essentially like 2 10-day contracts.
Really?
So yeah. So what you do is
yeah, that explains why there was a 10-day player. I guess he was a local guy and he was playing for, I can't remember what team. I think whatever the Cavs play. They were talking about him being on a 10-day contract. Like I'm thinking, what? But now I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah. So what they've been doing, so it
I'll be
doesn't
right
hit the
back, folks.
luxury tax, is they sign them to 2 10-day emergency contracts, and then when those expire, you sign them to 2 more 10-day regular contracts, and then you can sign them for the rest of the season. So
if they need to,
if they need to, yeah. So this way, because otherwise it hits them with the luxury tax.
Well, they have to do something because of the limited roster that they already have. I mean, they can't. And teams having 2 to 3 players go down at a time, you have to be able to fill. It was something, even if it's people you drag off the street that day. So yeah,
pretty much. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, it got so bad for the Lakers. They actually had the roster is 15 players, and they had, I believe it was 7 players out with COVID or protocols. So they picked they luckily they had just instated that emergency contract. They immediately called in 2 guys, and then brought another the two-way players. They brought a couple of them up too. So it's gotten better though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That's hilarious to me because like I saw pictures on Facebook like who's this guy?
Yeah.
Like we don't even know who this guy is.
Yep.
Has
He just
anybody
he
seen him before?
he was
They
the
just picked
first
pictures
guy
off of
through the
milk
gate.
cartons.
He was the first guy through the gate that day, and they
Yeah.
signed him up.
The
That's
first tall guy.
Yeah,
First
They're
guy
at
through
the
the gate that was over 6 foot.
that's right.
If you're over 6 foot, we'll give you a chance.
Yeah.
Well, for the
Anyway,
Lakers,
I gotta get going, guys. It's been real.
all right, man.
You have
I
a
miss
good day
you all
there, bud.
again, and I'll be seeing you.
All right,
Be
man.
safe
you take
on
care.
your trip.
Take
Be
care.
safe
Take care
on
of the
your trip,
family.
buddy. Yep.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Later.
Bye. So yeah, but all sports are being hit, and they're still at least they're trying to still get go and not shut down yet. And I think that teams, I guess they had a couple of years to adjust to this new reality of ours, so they're
trying, but
So-
this Omicron variant, I mean, it's just hitting everybody. It's not as deadly or as serious as the previous variants, but this one it's just so widespread. I mean, everybody seems to be getting it.
yeah. I had the article somewhere, but the NFL was thinking about just, hey, if you got it, go ahead and play anyway.
You know what? I think I remember reading something about that, and I was like, "Whoa, that's not going to fly."
I could kind of see it because, they're going to get it anyway. But why push your luck? Because not all players are going to be asymptomatic. They could be getting really sick and be out for.
Yeah.
So you're really taking a chance of knocking out a whole team too. I mean,
exactly.
What's a team full of COVID going to do? They can't, and if they all get worse, they can't practice that week. They're going to have to go out and get replacement. But the same thing, they'll have to stand go outside in the street and go, hey, you want to play football this week? Have flyers put up. But I thought that was a dumb idea, but that's just being,
doesn't surprise
to me that was NFL greed talking. Like
exactly, just what I was going to say. That's the money part talking, and it doesn't surprise me that the NFL was the one saying it.
So, yeah.
Oh, but I think this is going to be an interesting playoffs. I mean, everybody up and down the line. I mean, you've had Aaron Rodgers out. I mean, I think Ben was out for a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
And you had a couple of
you
had a couple of big running backs out. I mean, all the big names. It doesn't seem to matter who you are and whether you've been vaccinated or not. People are just getting it.
Yeah, and like you talked about running backs. I mean, like Mixon's got it now, but at least it's before the playoffs, so he should be back in time for that. But yeah, and it's like you said. I mean, even the Super Bowl is going to be interesting to see if everybody can make it.
Yeah, the Super Bowl. I mean, and that's going to be. I mean, it's just a nightmare. Let's just say, and I know Scorekeeper hates the woulda, coulda, shoulda game, but let's just say that LA County does close down and they won't allow fans into SoFi, and they have to move the Super Bowl to Vegas or to wherever.
I think they have the Texans stadium lined up too.
Well, what I'm thinking is, okay, let's say we all had tickets. How do they transfer the tickets to the new stadium? Do you even still have tickets, or do you just get a refund and it's a gambit? Because let's say they move to Texas, but I live here in LA. How the hell am I getting a ticket? Are you paying for my flight?
Nope.
I see what you're. How are you going to get the fans?
Yeah.
To make all these switches, and are they going to be able to find room? Yeah, with flights being canceled now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Big Dog. And
I'm a hog.
Also am I. But or Perro Grande. I'm just going to say.
I love that.
I'm just.
Yeah, it's. I mean, something like that. let's say, like I said, let's say you, I, Scorekeeper, whoever had Super Bowl tickets, and we've been trying to get these tickets for all our lives, and this is our only chance that we were able to finally get a ticket, and now you're taking the game away, and
Yeah.
it's across country, and I barely had enough money to even buy the ticket, and I live here in LA, so
Yeah.
now you're
Yeah.
telling me, oh, you got to fly to New Orleans or you got to fly to Texas, and you have to find your own hotel, your own car to rent, or whatever.
Yeah. Because right now, you wouldn't have to stay in a hotel, would you?
Yeah,
You
no,
could
I
drive
would
that
just
same day to
we'll just
LA,
drive
right?
in, drive back home.
How far are you from the Los Angeles?
I could get there in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Maybe
you wouldn't have to do all that crap.
less if I don't have to worry about the speed limit.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, see, you would have to deal with those expenses or if
Yeah.
they moved yeah, I see. Yeah. But usually the Super Bowl's filled with people that aren't even fans of the teams. They just the high spenders, the high rollers. But say you got lucky and did get
or even those guys, even those guys that are high rollers and they have the ticket, all of a sudden,
because a lot of them live in Los Angeles anyway. So
well, what I was going to say is, okay, let's say they decide to move it next week or the week after. That only gives you like 3 weeks to figure out what to do with the ticket situation. Announce to everyone, okay, everybody that has Super Bowl tickets in LA, now you need to get tickets in Texas. Thank you very much. I mean,
I think they will accept the same tickets somehow.
But the seating though is what I'm talking about.
They would have to exchange them for the
so you would get comparable seating.
But what you're saying, I get what you're saying. There's just of it that's going to be a confusing as hell thing to pull off with the fans to get them to where they need to go.
Yeah.
They're going to have to give refunds. That's a fact. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a story here on Sports Talk with the guys that tickets were still available. I think it was in October or November.
Really?
The game. Yeah. You could, and I talked to him. Oh, you were not here with this, Big Dog. Now that I remember. It was the NFL experience, and tickets were general public. Tickets were still available. I don't know if they still are, but let me see. Coffee says I wouldn't take Super Bowl tickets for free. 5.5 hours to play 12 minutes of the wrong kind of football. Completely unappealing. It's 20 hours to drive from my house to AT&T Stadium straight through. Wow. Yeah, and straight through. 19.55 minutes. 19 hours, 55 minutes.
To go from here to Texas?
To AT&T Stadium. Yeah. Straight through. 1,389 miles.
And you may have to, since a flight might get canceled. And if that's the gamble we're going to take too. Can you get a flight?
Yeah. Or how much is that flight?
I guess I mentioned that earlier.
And how much is that flight going to cost you?
Last minute, it's going to cost.
Yeah.
A flight of $79 to $80 one way will probably, if they switch, it's
$500-$600.
It's going to shoot up.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, just offhanded, $300 each way.
Yeah.
If not more.
Because they have you by the balls. And then you have to go.
And they're not they're not even tickling them.
Yeah. And you have the same problem with trying to get a hotel in that city too.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's gonna if they have to
hopefully it doesn't. I mean, because of course then that throws all the Super Bowls in the future off, because if SoFi gets knocked off of it, then they're going to say, okay, well, when are we going to get it back? I would figure because next year
SoFi has like 4 out of the next 10, I think.
Next year doesn't Allegiant have it? Allegiant Stadium in Vegas?
Recall. I
think you're right that Vegas is going to host it next year.
Yeah, so SoFi would probably jump. So if SoFi had it in 2022 and they were to lose it because of COVID, they probably wouldn't get it back till probably 2025. I would think.
Yeah, but think about this. I don't. If LA or whoever would decide this thing that to shut things down would get thrown out of office the next day because of all the money they would lose not having the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's literal tens of millions of dollars.
So I mean, I think that greed will win out, and that if they really want to shut down, they'll wait till after the Super Bowl and they collect their money. and they say, "Wait a minute, we've done all we can." Wouldn't you agree
Yeah.
with that? Agree with one out there, Raj?
I would agree. I don't know if there's an appetite out there speaking politically.
I think it's who makes the decision, because I think if it's L.A.
What's the
County,
health?
well, that too, but I don't think. I mean, when it comes down to the money, that type of money, I don't think they're gonna worry about health, so to
Yeah.
speak. So I think if it's the L.A. mayor making
Thank
the
you, Lewis.
decision, it might happen. But if it's the governor, if it's what's his face making the decision, I think he would let the Super Bowl happen, since he closed everything down except his winery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
was the
folks,
that was the one section that was not closed down for business up in Northern California
It was probably an essential, wasn't it? Alcohol wasn't that an essential
for
product
for
at the
for his
time?
for his bottom line. Yes.
Yeah, but
good morning, Lewis. By the way,
Hi,
he
Louis.
commented that
hello.
2023 is the Raiders. Yes, and my brother and I talked briefly yesterday about our trip to Arizona. It still is on right now, which is cool. It looks like it might be just my brother and myself, so we'll see. And thank you for the like, Lewis. Appreciate it. Um, the Raiders are in 2023, so
So
I
that
don't know.
is next year.
Gentlemen, we're in an election year, and an incredibly tight election year. So if someone calls for a shutdown, it could be political suicide, even in a what some people would call a progressive or a left-leaning state. I don't know if the appetite's out there. The thing about sorry, I interrupted you. The thing about Omicron is it's dangerous, it's contagious, but okay, I haven't seen the official numbers and I haven't been guided on this, so this is my personal opinion. The impression that I have is it's not as lethal as Delta.
No, it is not.
So, but people are suffering the symptoms, and that's where we're going to start flattening the curve again, because that's the whole thing about it. Before, folks, it was to flatten the curve because the health system was going to be overwhelmed. I don't know if it could be overwhelmed now with all the stuff that they put in place. California actually is in better position than many other places. We invested a F ton of money to open up closed hospitals and get them ready. They were called surge facilities. Remember that, Big Dog?
Hmm.
And they're still ready to go. So
Yeah.
I think
If
we're
I
in better shape.
if I remember, I didn't watch the news yesterday, but I watched it the day before, and I know
Thanks.
the
Oh my God.
the numbers are up. But at least here in LA or California, the numbers are up as far as people getting it, but the hospitals aren't being overwhelmed like they were last time,
Yeah,
and
folks. Let me give you an idea.
the deaths are way down
Yeah,
compared to last year.
let me give you an idea, folks. At the height of when it was at its nastiest, we were at 16,000 a day here in Southern California. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the 40s.
Yes, I think it was 46,000 just the other day.
I was, yeah, it was either 46 or 40. We're dancing on the head of a needle, Big Dog. The point is, it was in the 40s. 46,000 sounds about right. Folks, the numbers are just unreal. But thank goodness, and it's not a shot against anyone who's lost someone, because my family has. I have lost family members due to COVID. And, and one of them did not have the underlying symptoms, did not have diabetes, was not overweight, does not. Look, this disease is going to take who it's going to take. And I just believe that being of the attitude, well, it's all about liberty and my choice. You know what? Those are the same dumb motherfuckers that didn't sign up for the draft in the 60s. And I'm sorry to say it. And
Watch your language. Watch your
I
language.
know
You can't say dumb.
I'm going to hear it because of that, but that is my opinion, and I'm going to leave it at that. I see it the exact same way. They're draft dodgers, but that is my opinion. I still speak to them. If they want to have a conversation, I'm more than happy to have it. If you don't, we don't, and we won't. So we are bordering on extremism right now in the program, and that's my fault. The numbers are there, folks. Do the best you can to be safe. Almighty.
Oh, I was going to ask, when you go to Arizona, will you still be able to do the show, or are you going to be back
Yes.
before it?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm renting the car through Uber because I wanted to try it out. So I think I'm just going to keep the car because if the numbers are still the same, there's no way in hell I'm driving. I cannot. So my brother and I are tentatively going to decide by Wednesday, depending on the situation in Arizona. I don't know how it is. My brother asked me yesterday. I said, I don't know what's going on. I've been busy. So by Wednesday, we're going to have an idea. If we go, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do the program on Saturday morning, and I'm done at 9 o'clock. I'm going to get in the car, go. My brother is done with his dialysis at about 9:45, 10. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to get breakfast for him, and we're gone. So that's the way it's going to be.
You're taking an Uber?
I'm renting an Uber vehicle because I wanted to try out Uber through the rental program. So what I was going to do is I'm going to keep the car for a week. And actually, I'm renting it by your place, Big Dog, at that Hertz right there. That was the closest one to me. And I was going to drive. No. I was going to drive to work in the morning, do Uber, and see how it would work. But the rental's about $300 for the week, unlimited everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to get some of the money back because I'm going to do Uber. But I don't know now. It's out of control, folks.
The reason why I was asking if it was a Tesla is because I don't know
what it's going to be.
No, because Hertz bought I don't know how many thousands
100,000.
Teslas.
They're on order. Actually, they haven't been delivered yet.
Because I'm hearing. I guess he's Mr. Musk wants to back out of that now because I guess he realizes he can make more money the other way. So.
Well, I don't know, Almighty. A guaranteed purchase is a guaranteed purchase, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
You just make more, man.
Well, but I'm sure he can afford it, do whatever he wants to do. So.
Look, folks, the thing about Tesla was, and I was talking about this to a Tesla owner about 2 years ago. The problem with Tesla was they couldn't deliver 5,000 vehicles a month. The magic number was 10,000. If they could do 10,000 a month, the game's over. Tesla's here to stay. And it took them 8-9 months, almost a year to get their crap together. And now they're delivering 100,000. It's unreal. So
but
Tesla's here to stay.
I'm hearing the
there's a recall of about 340,000 vehicles.
Well, I'm hearing their workmanship on the car isn't very good. It's very rinky dink. Is I've seen so many videos. I mean, of course the technology is top notch, but they say the way the car is put together, it's put together like a Daihatsu. Very cheap materials, a lot of plastic, a lot of stuff that falls apart. There was some guy that he showed, he had a Tesla and he grabbed the armrest on the window seal and he kind of went like this a little bit and the whole thing just shook. Like, it was loose. And he said that he went back like 3 different times and it was always the same. So, I mean, Tesla's great as far as mileage and technology, but I'm hearing the way they put the car together is not very good. Hearing noises again, sir?
No. I have my appointment coming up in about 15, 17 minutes, so I'm going to be busy again today. I'm really close. Folks, I'm sorry that I have to beg out of it. This one was set up 6 months ago, and it's an older client that I have, and there's a transaction that we have to do every 6 months, and we take advantage of it. So I probably should have set it up a little bit later, but I think he already had an appointment himself later on. So he's 9:30. He's going to be here. So I do want to finish up in the next few minutes. I do think it's funny. Musk is a lunatic. So that is pretty good. We'll see. But I do want to thank everyone, folks. We're off to a great start. Saturday, we're going to have a full program. We're going to end at 9 for me. But you guys can continue it if you like. And I'm probably going to do a few live FaceTimes from Arizona. This is on my brother's bucket list. It was on mine as well. I got it done in 2020. And when he saw it, I was at the creator, like, I've always wanted to go there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Now it's a promise to my brother to get this one done. And my brother and I are then going to go. We're going to go to Phoenix. We're going to go to the Flagstaff. We're going to go to the crater. And then we're also going to go to Four Corners, or the 4 states. And then we're going to drive back through Monument Valley. So we've got a few things that we're going to be doing.
It's a lot of driving.
Yes, it is. But it's a rental. Don't care. I'm figuring that we're going to stay several days. I don't know exactly where we're going to end our first day, whether it's going to be in Phoenix or Flagstaff. But I told my brother that we're going to get the extra hotel day. And we're going to rest up there. So it is a lot of driving.
So you're taking
I'm probably going to be driving back early Monday.
I was about to say, so you're taking like a vacation day?
No, I'm off Monday. It's a holiday.
Oh, it is? What is it?
It's MLK.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
it's that time of, okay. I didn't realize.
That time of year? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
Big Dog's retired. He doesn't know what holidays are anymore.
Well,
I wish I
The
did.
rest of us working
I wish I
Yeah.
did. Trust me.
I do. I believe you, Big Dog. I know. So it's all good. All right, folks.
I
anything
haven't
else
seen.
you guys want to get to?
I haven't seen that car. Coffee. I'm gonna have to look it up. Who's there? Okay.
Is your cat in your window, Almighty? Because there's movement in your window to your left. And it stopped. Maybe it was a tree or something. Do you have something? Because
You're imagining things again, Scorekeeper.
it's on video.
I saw it too out of the corner of my eye. I thought maybe it's my cat, but maybe it's just.
There it is.
Oh, maybe it's just the breeze coming in through my
Be,
creaky
yeah.
windows. So, or it could be. I could be haunted by a ghost.
There you go. I like that one better.
Haunted.
Or maybe it's a Wendigo.
Yes, a Wendigo. I would like to have a Wendigo as a pet. But anyway.
That's an ugly, ugly animal, dude. That's a scary animal, the Wendigo. Ugh. But okay. All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Big Dog.
Yeah.
7 out of the 9 Image employees did vote to join a union. I think it was the CWA. So they become the first unionized comic book shop in history.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Comic book publisher, right?
So what?
Comic book publisher, right?
Yeah, Image. I don't know. I'm getting confused a minute here, but yeah, Image employees did join the union.
Yeah, I saw that. Good for them.
So now that the union gets 9 more union dues.
That is true.
But I mean, I'm just saying it's like they just got 9 people, I guess. But I guess I tried to read up on this company, and they seem to be trying to get struggling. I mean, they have members, but they're still having a hard time with doing a drive and get more people to join. So I can, So I guess 9 people. Like I say, $50 is $50. So but we'll see. I don't know what good it's going to do. I guess it's a test case to see. We have to discuss it. I just thought I'd bring it up real quick that it did,
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it's interesting. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know how that would work. Because, I mean, the big two, DC and Marvel are both owned by bigger companies, Disney and, what is it, AT&T owns Warner Brothers, I believe.
Universal?
Is it? No, Warner Brothers, which owns DC Comics, I thought was owned by AT&T.
They didn't make that big deal, and you said it was a bad deal I'm a writer telling it was a bad. AT&T got a bad deal out of it, but
and AT&T, I think as soon as AT&T got the deal, their immediate response was to get rid of, I think, the Warner Brothers and or DC Comics, because I know for a fact AT&T wants absolutely nothing to do with the comic book industry.
They want the movies. That's all that they.
Yeah. So I think they're keeping the Warner Brothers side of it, but they want to get rid of the comics. But I don't think you can.
Yeah, I heard that too. And I know that there are several entities out there trying to make a deal with AT&T to get the comic books.
Yeah, the big of course rumor is that Disney's going to purchase that, and Disney would then own DC and Marvel. But the government may step in on that one and say, no,
Yeah.
too big of a deal. Kind of like when Verizon and AT&T were going to merge, and they said, no, we can't do it.
That's okay. Folks, that apples and oranges. These are products; they're not the same thing. In other words, could Disney buy Star Trek and Star Wars? Yeah, they could. It's not the same thing.
Well, but the thing though is they could corner the market on the comic book industry if they own both entities, the two biggest companies, and they can corner the market. They could raise prices like crazy. They could.
Big Dog, you are so right, but I have to tell you this, and it's going to break your heart, and you're never going to talk to me again.
No, that'll never happen.
Comic books are not a staple of the American economy. America will move on if one company owns all the comic books.
That is true, but it's still...
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Coffee, for a little bit of clarity on that. I know that they desperately want to get rid of DirecTV.
Actually, they didn't sell off. Dan, Coffee has it partially correct. Warner Brothers, AT&T owns Warner Brothers, but what they did so they could sell it later, they made a new corporation called Discovery Networks.
Yes.
And put DC Comics into that. So actually, Discovery Networks is owned by AT&T. It is just a separate offset company, so that when they finally do sell the comic book company, it's just say, okay, you guys are buying the Discovery Networks, and it'll do it that way.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I got it. I said he gave us some clarity on it, which is really good.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I am getting close to the end right now.
To go.
So,
all righty then.
I got to prep for it. It was a wonderful program again. I want to remind everyone we're going to be on next Saturday, and it will be the actually, I'll be in Arizona. I'll be on my way to Orange County in 7 days at this hour, so I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be real good. The professionals will return on February 7th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I do have some invites out to some professional people. I know he does watch from time to time. I'm going to ask him. Brian Tarvin. So, yes, Stephen A. Smith. We'll see if he's going to join us. And I've got a few invites to a few other people, but this is the core right here. So it really works.
You would have a field day if Stephen A. Smith came on. If we could guarantee the fact that he'd
be adversarial. Yes, it would. I would go back to all of his fuck ups, and I would need like 5 hours for him.
I would say if we could guarantee that if we could guarantee that he would not hang up on us because he got too hot for him, then it would be a fun show.
But guys, I have attitudes towards Stephen A. Smith.
No, I know if you had him on, you'd be very professional about it.
Yeah,
you'd go after him, but do it professionally.
And if he took any time, he'd probably be able to nail me too. So anyway, but look, I've said Stephen A. Smith is the top dog. He worked his way.
Yes, he did. I will give him that.
About that, folks. He loves the sport.
He's passionate.
And that's the sport. Yes, there's no doubt about it. But he has said some things that have not only pissed off us, pissed off everyone else, pissed off genders.
Pissed off his mom and sisters.
Yeah. So, yeah. But it would be an interesting conversation because there would be no holds barred between us. All of us. If we were all on, it would be a good, open conversation. It would. But he would never grace us with his presence. So.
And ESPN probably wouldn't allow it anyways.
Right. And I have to do it again, folks. We do have a sponsor. I'm not kidding. This is on the Jedi.tax side. American Express is providing us with a lot of materials for our office here. This is a soap thingy or for the
Soap
COVID stuff.
dispenser?
But it's actually for the other stuff. Yeah. Well, one of
Purell?
those things. Yeah, Purell and stuff like that. And I have some other things that they're giving me. I couldn't find the masks because I left them in the box, but American Express is sponsoring Jedi.tax, which Jedi.tax is the owner of NDB Media. Ooh, got that in there. So, all right. 924, gentlemen, thank you. I will see you guys later on in the week, and we're out of here. Last thoughts on Mighty, Big Dog, and then Big Dog take us away.
No, all I have to say is everybody have a good and safe week and enjoy watching the last regular season of the NFL.
I'm watching football tomorrow. No doubt about it. I'm going to go get food today because I'll be watching the game tomorrow.
King Taco time. All right.
No, you know what? I can't because I went to go get some some pozole from the market. My daughter and I saw it. Guys, it was from Cardenas in the Inland Empire. They're a fairly big Latin market. I had it. It was delicious, but I know what it is to have a cement brick in your intestine because it was beef. And was it good? Oh, good God, yes. It was good, but I felt it for like 3 days. It hurt. Doesn't mean I won't do it again, but oh God, I will. It hurt. But was it good? Oh God, yes. Big Dog, take us away.
All right, guys. You know what? You know the usual. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy your sports. If you decide to drink, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a friend. Roger's going to be on the road next week with Uber, so call him. Other than that, guys, be safe and enjoy.